I'm gonna intro us in. So this is my react video. We're gonna do a react to my SGDQ run. This will probably also go up on YouTube. I'm doing an accent because people paid for it. They were very kind and gave me subs to be able to do this, so that's what we're doing. You're just gonna deal with it. Maybe I'll slip in and out of it by accident, but if I slip out of it, it's by accident. I love the popcorn peas, by the way. That is excellent for what we're doing right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna be watching back, providing commentary here and there. I'll probably mostly pause the video if I have something I want to say, but maybe sometimes I'll do comments over the video. Yeah, I recommend also watching the video back just plain as well yourself if you want to make sure that you get everything. But yeah, hi YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, by the way, I do stuff like this. And also my live speedruns at Satan Isn't Herself on Twitch. Please come watch. It's a pretty fun place to be. Chat can attest, I think. Hopefully. Anyways, let's get started. I'm also doing closed captioning, because it's just a good thing to do. Accessibility. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Best game ever, possibly. And certainly one of the best games ever that has not been shown at the GDQ stage. This is the first time it's been on mainline GDQ, which is incredible. So we're really, really excited to show it off. I am beyond stoked, but we got to get going because we have something special for y'all. So I'm going to introduce first our live commentators.
Hello, hi, I am Limey. I've been involved during this game for about 10 years. I still, like, at least supermod and verify runs. I'm still super involved. And I'm excited to be here. And there's
the bit. Hi, I'm Shovel Claus. Not to brag or anything, but so I have an any % run where I die twice in 5-4. That's right. I'm kind of.
Oh my god, Claus. So the bit, by the way, was going to be a bit where Limey was going to introduce Claus, and Claus was going to introduce Limey, and they were going to be like, "Who are you?" Because Limey had said, "Who are you?" To Claus during a different run. It was very funny. I promise. There was a bit, and then they ruined the bit. Classic. Shovel Claus long sleeve. Yeah, wasn't it cute? I know. I remember in the morning, I woke up and I walked downstairs and I saw Claus, and Claus was like, "You like the furry furry shirt for the run?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, cool." Claus and Limey, by the way, 2 of my best friends. I love them so much. They're fantastic. Limey's been running this game for a long time. Claus has ran it once, but, you know, that doesn't preclude it from being on the couch, of course. I will say, I was going to have PvZ on the couch. That was the original plan, but he was not able to make it to the event. But fingers crossed that he is able to come to future ones and run this game, because I would absolutely love to see him run this game as well. I think both of us are great runners in our own right, but Peter is much more talented than me at the actual gameplay. So would love to see him do that. If you want to watch me and Peter, we did a Think Fast episode, which is a GDQ hotfix show, where you answer trivia questions as you do a race with another person. Oh my god, it was one of the funniest things I've ever recorded. Peter, I did that, so highly recommend going and checking that out. The only thing that could make this more perfect is if Laura Shigahara shows up on stream to sing the ending. If only. Very true. Yeah, I didn't point her out. But you know, it wasn't the biggest deal in the world. We had Rich Werner on the mic, and also, big context for y'all stream. If we sound really like hopped up and excited and also very improv-y, it's because we did not know if Rich was going to be there until about 10 minutes before the run began. He joined the Discord pretty late, so we were just kind of trying to figure out what was going on a little bit. And that's also why the mic quality wasn't great. We couldn't get him to test his setup in a different way. But we were still so excited to have him there. It was amazing. So yeah, let's get into it.
A big deal, 117th place.
Kind of a big deal.
Satan's way better at this game than me. I'm just here because I know the game. I'm so stoked. This game's amazing.
It rules.
But
it's so good.
You know who we have? We have somebody who was involved in making this game. We have the Rich Werner. Can you please introduce yourself and tell everybody what you did to help make Plants vs. Zombies?
Hey, what's up? I'm Rich, and I don't know if you see anything visually on the game, I made it.
That's right. Yeah, I actually have a question about that later that this reminds me of, but we will do that later. All right. Before anything else, we had 2 bid wars, so let's first get that file name bid war. What won that?
And an incentive.
Well, the winner of the file name choice was the master gardener, I guess, himself, Hank Hill.
Oh my god, I forgot about Hank Hill!
I love that.
That got pictures, yeah.
So good.
Big W there. Okay, that will be our file name. And then
big shout outs to GDQ Socials team. They made an image of PvZ, a promo image of PvZ with Hank Hill with a devil suit on and posted it on Blue Sky after this. So funny. I reposted that one on Blue Sky. You can go look at Satan herself on Blue Sky if you want to see that too. So good. Socials killed it this event. Always kill it, but have been getting better and better recently. Been really enjoying GDQ Socials content. Also big shout outs to Elena, who leads our socials team. She's absolutely amazing. King of the Hill is back to you. Yep.
What won between mustaches and future glasses?
A classic indeed. It is mustaches.
Okay.
Yes.
I personally like the glasses.
No mustache.
My glasses. Okay, we have.
Okay, also for context there, I wasn't sure if that was going to be a rolling bid war, if like chat was going to be able to switch that and then have the costume switch, because we did do that at Flame Fatales 2024. Again, if you want to see that, check out that run. Also super fun. I wish that they had. I do wish that it had been rolling because I think it would have been fun. But I also understand because we did have an incentive to go along with this run. So there was some amount of like focus we did need to keep on that. Although we certainly did not read as many donations in the early part of the run as we would have otherwise because we were talking to Rich because Rich had to go after like 50 minutes and we knew that going in. So we were like, we're going to focus on Rich. We'll do donations here and there, but we're going to focus on Rich until he's gone. And then we're going to be a little bit more chill and be able to sort of interact. So if you notice that, it's real.
We have the dev bias already.
Yeah.
That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Start Adventure. That is not going to be the start time of the run. The start time of the run is when I plant the first pea shooter. But we'll talk through the first little cutscene that plays. So here we go. Plants vs. Zombies is a very complicated speed game, but it is very easy to understand at a basic level. We're going to explain some of the basic mechanics early so that y'all can be familiar with it. So listen to the next maybe 5 minutes, and then you'll really understand what's going on in the rest of the game.
Time, by the way.
Yeah.
We need
time.
to start
Sorry.
time.
Sorry.
Apologies. We're good. Don't worry about it.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. So all I'm doing in 1-1 here is placing pea shooters, and the time is RNG. So I'm going to spend the entire time explaining the 50% roll. So basically how this game works is it will spawn groups of zombies at a time. We call those waves. And if you do enough damage to those waves cumulatively, so like all the zombies added up, then you move on to the next wave. And you always do that if you get 50% or more in most cases. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to aim for that 50% mark every single wave, and then we move on. There are 2 very important exceptions to that rule. I will go over them when they occur. But all you need to really know is that the more damage we do, the more zombies come on the screen faster, and the faster we go. So that's what we want to be doing. Also, I should be holding out space in between every level to skip cutscenes, but I'm too excited.
Preoccupied.
So
I literally
that's how we're
did throw
doing
my
it.
hands up
1-2 is also
and
very
not put it
simple.
on
They
the
expand our
spacebar.
lawn. Oh my goodness, more to keep track of. We can play it 2 very simple ways. Either we can shoot the zombies, or we can let the first zombie go all the way to the mower. I know, very unfun for casuals. What's also unfun for casuals is the lack of symmetry. I do not apologize.
So glad I remembered
you're
to
gonna be
mention
seeing
that.
that.
This would make
I think
it
mentioning that early, like,
Donations, honestly.
So true.
We're not going to be hearing it. We're busy
everyone
going
in the
faster.
comments
Yeah,
is like,
yeah.
my
So
symmetry.
yeah, that's basically the basic principle.
Orthodox versus ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet no QA tester ever did this.
Exactly. Put 4 in a row. Yeah, I know. But that's because we're going to let this first zombie go all the way to this back mower. You might go,
Rich's reaction
what?
to
That
this
makes
is-
no sense. Don't
already
worry, we'll
making the
live.
death
We'll
panic.
live.
Let's go.
We'll live. We will live. So why we're doing this is threefold. There are 3 distinct reasons. The first is that it gives us more time to make sun at the beginning.
Threefold. What am I
Nice.
doing?
The second is that we get to maybe get a mower kill, because the mower will kill everything in the row that it is in. So maybe we'll get that. Probably not with this zombie speed, but we'll explain a bit more about that later. The third reason is a secret mechanic that the game does not tell you about. That's a huge thing in PvZ, by the way, called mower manipulation. What that means is that after a mower goes off, for 2 2 waves, zombies will not spawn in that lane, so they're avoiding it like the plague. The reason why, of course, being that... Yeah, you know, that's
I love Rich going, what? Oh,
so the reason, of course, being like, the game is like, oh, you're having trouble with that row. We'll help you out and not spawn any zombies there. So that's why in these last 2 waves that we got there, no zombies spawn in the middle, and I didn't have to worry about it. We're going to be using that a lot throughout at least the day portion of this run to really make sure that we're placing the zombies where we want to place them for various purposes.
I love our Zombatar.
Oh, our Zombatar's
Oh, God,
here.
he's disgusting.
I forgot about the Zombatar.
Limey challenged me before the run to make the grossest Zombatar as
So about that
W.
plague.
Big
So
W.
that's
Yeah, especially when
forgot
it's
about that,
3
actually.
lanes instead of 5, like at the beginning of this run.
Yeah.
Bow manipulation is absolutely huge. It is going to be an optimization that you might not think is going to be super big, but it absolutely makes like literally minutes of difference at times.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
especially now that we have our first instant plants.
That's right.
Like, oh my God, thank the Lord.
Yeah, so
Please explain what instant plants do for us,
Yes.
Claus, real quick.
So instant plants, kind of in the name, they
Claus
go
jumping in
off
there and doing a good
instantly, so
job.
their effect activates instantaneously.
They were
Most
such a
of
good
the time,
couch.
this
I
is
love
a
these two
plant
so
that
much.
will automatically
I really do.
deal damage to zombies. We call a lot of things instants, but mostly they're bombs. This is a cherry bomb. It blows up in a 3x3 radius
Except for
and will
Chomper.
instantly kill any zombies in that 3x3 radius. This is really, really good for advancing waves really quickly. It is absolutely absurd. The only downside is that the cherry bomb has a really long cooldown, so we have to manage that unit cooldown really effectively. So you'll see Satan not use it in a lot of cases to preserve it for a later wave
Chomper is
for
cute. My
reasons
favorite
that
plant
we
in the
can
game.
talk about once we get to talking about
Which we
wave
will
10 or
see
whatever.
later.
I hate counting.
I know.
Numbers
So,
are fake.
and unfortunately, the counting's all messed up in 1-2 and 1-3 because they
Yeah.
have fewer waves than other levels do later. But
do talk
nonetheless,
fast.
there are 2 really important principles. I know there's so much.
There's
to
a lot.
explain.
Rich,
After I
I'm
get
so
this
sorry. We
done-
want to ask you so many questions.
Yeah, but
we have
this
to
one
explain
thing must be explained because it is the very important exception to the 50% rule. The very important exceptions are as follows. The first is any wave right before a big wave. So there's this flag down here that I'm hovering over with my mouse. That's the big wave. It's the one where it says the zombies are coming, and then they all come on the screen, and it's scary.
it's like a huge wave of
Yeah.
Yeah,
zombies
huge
that are-
wave.
There's
The
a-
wave right before that, you have
That's
to
a
kill
tsunami.
every zombie from that wave specifically to move on to the big wave. So all the way dead, not that 50% rule, all the way dead. And then the second really important exception is more intuitive. It is just the final wave. You have to kill every zombie on screen. Duh.
Yeah, and then you like mash like on the last one to get the seed packet or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
thought speedrun this game.
Yeah, exactly. Those are all the important things we need to know.
We got
now.
through it.
Yeah.
There's no exam. You don't have to study.
That's right. Unless you want to run this game, please do.
True.
I know that
It
sounded
kind of
like
does feel like an exam to run this game a little bit.
no.
Sorry, what was
There.
that? Say that one more time.
You let the lawnmower
right
go.
there.
I never let my lawnmowers go. No.
It's scary.
That's so
I
different.
love that he's...
There are so many habits you have to unlearn by playing this game casually. Casuals hate instant
Oh,
plants.
get ready for next
Awesome.
wave also, next level also, because there's some stuff. There's
Yeah,
stuff that
there's a
goes on
lot.
all the time in this run that is
There's-
super uncasual. It's awesome.
Everything happens all the time in this game.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That was a nice
Oh,
bit
By
of
the
a
way,
pickup.
1-3 is already done.
That was
because-
by
actually
the way,
really
you
nice.
can donate to win a walnut that I made out of ceramic clay. If you shake it's
very
like a
cool.
maraca. It's $10 minimum donation. Do that.
Do that.
Right on.
Smiling
When I
for
get
God,
tired, I
believe in it, my
tend
life.
to
So,
command
Rich,
people.
do you have any questions for us before we ask questions for you?
But it was good. It was good.
I don't understand how you're playing this like this.
Okay, something I need you
You're
to
playing
understand.
so different than I would. I'm like, no, what are you doing?
There is something wrong with every speedrunner. We won't admit it, but
That's
it
true,
makes us
but
be
especially
deranged like
PvZ
this.
speedrunners.
Yeah, unfortunately. But we're having
we're
fun.
like-
Yeah, no, it's great.
We're having a lot
PvZ
of
is like speedrunning a spreadsheet, but if the spreadsheet had its own brain. that's like what PvZ speedrunning is like. And I think a very specific type of person has to be there for that kind of thing. You have to really like love making quick decisions, scanning the field. You know, it's like nothing else. If y'all are watching this and you want to run Plants vs Zombies, I highly encourage it. By the way, please do that. It's so much fun. But something is wrong with you if you want to do that. Yeah, speedrunners' brains are wired differently. That's right. Yeah, we're doing GDQ watch back. Ask me any questions, by the way, about the run. if you want to know like why I did something or what I was feeling at a certain point or whatever else, put in the chat.
Fun. Yeah, so
PvZ showed up
What is
clearer.
that? What is that?
so the reason we're putting the plants in the middle like this is because the cherry bomb will always hit that middle
haven't
row
rushed it back.
if you place it in the second or the fourth rows. So we don't need that mower manipulation in the middle as much. We'd rather have it on any other row, but especially the top and bottom. Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah, it's just that simple.
Yeah, it's just that simple. Yep, that's it. This stage is also weird because we don't have the shovel yet, and that's actually going to change how we play it a lot. Because we would normally want to stall this zombie here with a walnut and then dig it up at the correct time to kill zombies, but we can't do that.
Obviously.
So we're just going to hope that it works.
We're sorry for the violence happening on screen. Look away if you care about the walnuts.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, walnuts.
Can we get a cheer for walnuts?
You can win on your own, though. Woo!
My heart is
Thank you,
broken.
thank you. I think while we hang out here in 1-4, this would be a great time for our first batch of donations.
For context, Claus is kind of like a dog person a little bit. So whenever they put good dog on while Claus is on, I know the person on production knows this, and it cracks me up every time. It happened on Hotfix the other day too. What and Moramanip was epic. Oh, absolutely, agreed. Nice, Abella. That's awesome. Yeah, the mustaches won the bid war. There was a bid war between Mustache and Future Glasses. I wish I could offer more, but most of the other ones require Tree of Wisdom to be able to do, so didn't do that. But oh my god, it always.
We're not going to do a ton in the beginning, so make them count.
Can do. First off, I just want to announce that a new bid war, a couple of bid wars have opened for Uncharted 3, the character skin choice, and the character choice in Hungry Ghosts,
Uncharted
as
3
well
was
as
really
a new
awesome.
incentive opened for the
Heaps
Finding
did a great
Frankie
job hosting
cutscene
that.
and Henry hotline. So check those out. But first, before you donate to those incentives, we have just over 30% more to go to finish the game for Plants vs. Zombies. Get those donations in. We can do this. We need just over $3,000 more to hit the $10,000 we need to see that last boss fight. We also had a $250 donation from DLM with no comment, but thank you so much for the generous donation, as well as a $6.66 donation from Backside of Water that says, "Good luck on the run, Satan. May 110 and 210 be friendly to you."
Oh, thank you for that
Nice.
specifically, because those levels can be very mean. I actually used the cherry bomb at the very wrong time there. I shouldn't have used it in wave 7, so we're going to have to wait for longer for it to come back.
Rich is catching on to the speed strats and judging you.
Awesome. I love that. That's great. That's what we're here for.
Also, I do
great
want to
stuff.
mention when the mower went off, there was like a cone head that spun right.
No!
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was ideal. We always want the top row. We always want the cone heads to die by the lawnmowers because, fun fact, cone heads have more than twice the health of normal zombies, which makes them way slower to kill.
Yeah.
Way
They're
harder.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Quick question for you, Rich, actually. Oh, go ahead.
What's up?
It sounds
Go ahead
like
and say
you're
anything
getting
else.
your chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Zombies on your lawn. Everybody loves it. Everybody knows it. Did you animate that?
I did every single thing you see visually. I did it by myself.
Whoa.
By yourself.
That's incredible.
That
I didn't
blows
know
my
because, you know,
mind.
the animation is so special.
Yeah, I want to make it clear for chat. Rich really did do almost everything visually in this game, which is unbelievable. He's such a talented artist. And this team for PvZ, very, very small. They had basically 4 people who worked on the game. The creator of Plants vs. Zombies, the artist, the programmer, and the musician, Laura Shigahara. That was basically their core team. There are other people in the credits because other people helped with like a thing or two here and there. But there's basically a core team of 4 people who made this game. And I just want y'all to know that, because if you are out there and an aspiring game dev, please keep making your game, no matter how small your team is, no matter how small of a scope you think you have, no matter how simple of a concept. Plants vs. Zombies has changed literally like thousands, if not millions of lives all around the world. Mine very much included. So, you know, like, you never know what you're gonna do. I'm reacting to myself! And at JDQ, this is the SGDQ run.
Special and different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I created all the characters. I did all the animations and all the back. I did everything
Wow.
myself.
Did you come up with Crazy Dave, who we're seeing for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy is a real person.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, he's inspired by a real person, right?
wait, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Dave.
A guy called Dave.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
He was
There
a
you go.
manager at the San Francisco office, and when you look at that, there's a part of the game where you go in the back seat of his car, like you open the hatchback.
Yeah. We'll see
That's
that
his
later.
car.
Oh wow.
That was his car?
That is
I
really
forgot about
funny.
that.
That's
I
awesome.
forgot that
That's
that was something
amazing.
he said.
Also,
That's so
Rich,
cool.
if you were getting kind of like annoyed, or if you were like hurting deep in your soul with how we played the rest of the game, I would advise you to look away for the next couple of
Limey and
minutes.
Claus
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
This
not.
is bad.
Yeah.
This is
They're
walnut
picking up
pulling.
where I need them to pick up all the time.
I wouldn't ask
Incredible.
questions.
So this level's really interesting because it doesn't really abide by the same wave function, the 50%
Yeah, that was
rule.
a tough situation
It
to
kind of
solve
just
live.
sends
I
waves
was a little
nonstop.
worried about this level
It's
after that. But luckily we
really
pick it up well.
weird. So the strategy is to just have a pile of zombies where we can then use an Explode-O-Nut, which is going to explode in the same 3x3 that a cherry bomb does,
Yeah.
at the very end of the level. So the mower's gone off. We'll have 2 waves of those bottom rows being completely empty. Gives us
Actually,
some
only
time.
one at this point.
Well-
And quick correction, there is a 50% rule here. That is a thing.
Okay, I didn't do my homework.
That's
it was on the
3-5 you're
test.
thinking about.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I did
no,
tell Claus to do
you
his
can.
homework.
Oh, we're
Dude.
gonna finish
And
this
then
off with
it
2
didn't-
explode nuts.
it
That's
didn't
funny.
do its homework.
I always like when that happens.
You're so
When you
lucky.
explode nut a single zombie. I haven't been getting this lucky in practice, so I'm
Let's
happy.
go.
Yeah.
Exploded nuts are about a 1 in 7 chance every time as
Nice.
one spawn. So that was a really nice 1-5 to
Yes.
get live.
Yeah, Satan
yeah,
played
that
that
wasn't
super, super well.
Getting
Yeah, I think I played that really well with
11:30
what I got.
live.
All right,
out of there
1-6.
is-
I'm going to
it's
talk
good.
about the preview just briefly.
And that was a tough 1-5
because this is
to
when it
react
really
to.
starts to matter. The zombies on the right side of your screen actually indicate the ratio of zombies you're going to get during the level. So we have 2 cone heads and 1 vaulter. That means we're going to get a slightly average amount of cone heads and an average amount of vaulters, more or less. That's kind of the heuristic that we use. Yep. So I'm going to
Not
prepare
me
for that.
using heuristic.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I love how much you are learning about your own game, Rich.
Yeah, this is awesome.
He didn't know about the preview.
Yeah,
So-
this is magical for me as like a longtime fan.
Being like, what is a preview? We
Yeah,
do
you-
that?
The day
All the
he emailed back and said yes, we celebrated so hard. I did my little Discord chat with Limey and Claus, and I was like, we got him, he's gonna come, he's gonna show up. It's gonna be awesome. It's truly a dream for all of us. I mean, Limey, Claus, and I are about the same age. We all grew up with this game. It was like a very formative experience type thing for us. So being able to meet somebody who made it, it was unbelievable.
You doing all the art and secretly being teamed with like an RTS genius is really awesome. Like, you not
George
knowing
fan.
any of this existed under the hood is so sick.
And I mean, it's
And also
really
the
kind of
programmer.
reminiscent of the
I
player
forget what his
experience
name
because
is.
the players just think everything moves so seamlessly
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
game. It's such an intuitive and easy to understand thing to play. Anybody can play it, and that's because of those back-end mechanics that are making it run so well. So big fan of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's George fan, dude. Like, that guy's a badass, man. When it comes to game design.
This is when
Yeah.
Rich starts to kind of swear also. It was funny hearing that for the first time, being like, in my little brain, I'm like, oh, I'm switching to host mode. I'm like, how long can I let that happen? Is it going to just be this one? Or is it going to get worse? And then it does get worse, and I correct him later. We didn't have a whole lot of time to go over ground rules before we started. Because as I said before, we did not know if Rich was going to be there until about 10 minutes before the run started. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's
figured it
sick,
out.
dude.
Yeah, for sure.
We're like friends, so, but yeah,
Yeah,
he's
George
so good
Fan's
at that shit.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, he created the game. For those who
Yeah.
do not know, George Fan's amazing, and he still creates games.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, he's still making stuff, yeah.
Oh my god, you got an
no,
achievement for on Game of
I
the
got
Year.
an achievement!
Okay, I have to explain about the achievements. Also, ad starts in 3 minutes. If you'd like to avoid the ads, you know what to do. Subscribe to the stream. It would be really incredible if you did. But regardless, I gotta explain the achievements. So I was actually planning to play this run on the original version of Plants vs. Zombies, which is what I used to speedrun this particular run here. But unfortunately, when I tried to transfer over the files to the GDQ computer, they did not transfer over my saves. So I needed a 100% save to be able to switch to for the incentive at the end of this run. So I was not able to, unfortunately, do that. Yeah, that's pretty much the explanation for that. So that's why we had to do Game of the Year. And apparently, when I re-downloaded Game of the Year on the PCs for GDQ, it didn't port over any of my achievement data from Steam. So I just started getting achievements live on the stage, and nobody knew that I was going to be getting achievements. It was so funny.
I forgot that those were a thing.
Dude, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. It's actually probably going to be fine. Yeah. No, that was probably the right choice, actually, in hindsight.
This level introduces pole vaulters. They jump over your stuff. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we
true.
have strategies that involve them jumping over our stuff.
So
Yeah,
why
so
was that
mechanic.
the right choice there? Why did I kind of do that? Usually we save that cherry bomb for wave 6 on 1-6 because that's when we're going to get our first vaulter. And for the most part, the vaulter is more annoying to deal with than a conehead, a stranded conehead beforehand. However, here, I think that it was fine because it went over a potato mine and I could put down a pea shooter right away. Vaulters actually have less health than coneheads, so if you're just shooting one of them to death, that's going to be the right option. And otherwise, I would have had to have killed the conehead on top with a mower with this zombie here, and then I wouldn't have been able to stall it later for better mower manipulation. So I do think that was probably the right choice in hindsight, but mostly in hindsight. Thanks my time in the Navy, I didn't even pick up and risk swearing. Oh yeah, I mean, I hear people swear all the time in my life. I'm very big on swearing actually when I'm not on stream. When I'm on stream, I tone it down because I think it's nice to have sort of a more gentle environment. Sometimes I swear on stream. I'm not picky about it, but I swear all the time in regular life, and I have people in my life who swear as well.
Usually, you save the cherry bomb there for the guaranteed wave 6 pole vaulter spawn, which is what that was. When the game likes to introduces a new zombie, it likes to do it in wave 6. That's a general rule. Yeah.
In the early part of the game.
Yeah,
Later, it does it in
at
wave
home
11.
if you
Just watch it spawn at wave 6. Yeah. You're like, I know that I was going to do that. Yeah.
For everyone who can't count, I stand in solidarity with you.
Here I took a second to remember if that was wave 8 or 9.
Shout out to Peter. Peter Singh,
it was 8 or 7.
absolutely
It was 8, so
lovely speedrun community member.
I'm glad we got to
such
shout
a
out
huge
Peter.
fan of that guy. And I'm not a huge fan of this guy. What we're actually going to do is we're going to do mine here. I think that's the most responsible choice.
That feels correct.
Yeah,
in my
I
brain.
think this was correct, and I don't know
tough
how I
call
thought
here,
about it
because
live.
as we remember, every wave before the big wave, you have to kill all the zombies completely. And this one had this cone head that would be really really slow to shoot. So I just decided to do that to it instead.
Also, I don't know if we explicitly said this. Maybe we did, and I was busy fanboying out because we have a dev on our commentary. But every wave of PvZ is completely random. So this game is like super reaction heavy. You have to play really hard around what you are given. You can't. There's no guarantees in this game.
It makes it every
amazing.
single time you play. You always have to react. You always have to plan. There's a lot of things you can use to plan too. We'll explain more about that later though, because we've done the basics, and I want to ask Rich more questions.
Yes.
I actually do have a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so we just unlocked the snow pea in the game, and I do want to ask, what is your favorite pea shooter variation you made?
Oh, for me, I like the what's it? The repeat, the double pea shooter, the one.
Repeater, yes, that's the correct answer for me.
Yeah.
We love the repeater. We use it all the time in the speedrun.
Yeah, it's good.
It's very fast.
Yeah,
we'll be using it in a couple levels.
It feels good. Yeah, it feels good.
Exactly, it feels good to use. It feels like, oh, you place it down and then it starts mowing things down.
I think that's such an important element of PvZ, and something I'm really glad Rich mentioned is that the feeling of how it feels to use a plant is one of the most important things about Plants vs. Zombies and the plants that are in it. And I think that's one of the reasons the first game succeeded so hard it became a global phenomenon, is that almost every plant feels good to use. It has a use case where you go, oh yeah, that was awesome. Not every single one, but I feel like that's why Snow Pea is a casual favorite, and why it's kind of sad for casuals that we don't use it in the speedrun, is because Snow Pea feels very satisfying to use. If the zombie gets slowed down immediately right after you do that, and it also has a visual, it has a audio feedback. The Snow Pea does a little frosty sound when it shoots. So it has kind of that audio feedback as well. I think the feeling is super important. That's also why Squash, I think, succeeds so well. It shakes the screen when it comes down. It really makes you feel like it did something. Cherry Bomb has the boom. Mine has the spadow, and being able to shake the screen like that. I think you know, are such important elements of why PvZ is such a good game and succeeds so well. And this is stuff I would have said on stage if I had more time, but we're saying it here in the replay.
It's awesome.
Rich is probably like, oh, you're finally going to be playing the game right. Heck yeah.
Repeaters, let's go. That's what I like to see.
I would say the snow pea is pretty good too, because I like that one too sometimes, because it calms, you know, it makes it chill out, right? Like,
Yeah.
slow down, which is not too bad, but the repeat is my favorite.
Yeah, I really like that Rich says that also, because it makes it sound like the snow pea is like behaviorally sedating the zombies. It's like making them feel chill, and that's why they're going slow. Whereas of course it looks like it's just putting an ice effect on them of some kind, but like I like that interpretation.
Absolutely. We will actually be using the snow pea in this level, both because we have to, but also because it does help us out here, where we only have pea shooter level firepower. Snow pea is nice for controlling really large crowds of zombies, which we will be getting because this is our first 2 flag level. So we're going to be getting a ton of big crowds of zombies late in the level, and the snow pea will help us by slowing down the zombies so that they don't overwhelm us as much. However, we're only going to plant them when we have enough sun. Sun economy is very important. You want to be planting sunflowers as much as you can, as long as you have the spare sun to do so, because you will need it for plants like snow pea and such. But we prioritize pea shooter because they do the same amount of damage overall.
Yeah, before
really
we get
slick
too into the weeds
explanation
of
for
this
me,
level,
by the way. Like, I think that I wasn't on my A game the entire time of this run, but that is A game right there. I'm very proud of being able to basically distill what's important about 1.7 without getting into the jargon, and being able to sort of like get the audience to understand exactly like what we're prioritizing and when. That I will pat myself on the back for that one. Also, Limey and Claus doing a fantastic job of the exact same thing. I think everybody on this couch is really locked in terms of being able to do those explanations quickly and legibly for the audience.
Get it. I do want to just shout out a little bit that we do have an incentive for this run, and it is going to be closing at the very end of this run. I know, Steph, you have a bit to say about that.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for mentioning the incentive, because we are 71% of the way to that $10,000 we need. Keep those donations coming in. We want to see the end. Donations like this $500 donation from Burb that said, I remember first playing Plants vs. Zombies on my uncle's computer back in 2012, and ever since it's been one of my favorite games. And because I love this game so much, I'd love to see the full game run. Let's kick Zombot's ugly mug. Let's do it.
Actually, I heard that if we reach $2.5 million by the end of this run, which is super doable, we'll take the quotations off of the full game run.
That is not true, but also kind of true, because,
Yeah, for
2 more hours of PvZ right now.
Yeah.
It's not actually going to be the 80% run, but we will defeat Zomboss, and you are going to want to see how that happens. So please go ahead and donate and apply that incentive for finishing the game, in heavy air quotes, to your donation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for donating. gdq.gg/donate.
Also, credits to Peter for this joke. Peter Sink, another, again, great PvZ speedrunner, often does this when his runs die. He is like, I'm gonna wrong warp to the exit to the Zomboss, and then he goes and does the menuing. So I was like, I'm stealing that. It's gonna be fun. The audience is gonna like it. What is this guy's head doing? Why is it like that?
Crowd, how are you liking the speedrun so far? Is it fun? Awesome.
Doing the crowd work at live PvZ is like nothing else. Both as a runner, as a couch person, and as a host. Oh my goodness. That it is like nothing else performance-wise.
Because I am based and my opinion is cool.
Very nice. Love-based opinion. Here. That's good.
So cool. Like, this is so much cooler than you'd expect, right?
There's so many little mechanics we're using, and we're going to get even deeper into it. There's all sorts of really cool stuff coming up.
Dude, there could be like a PvZ podcast that just play-by-plays, like a sports podcast. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think in the community, there's so many people who play the game, like, accomplishing the same thing, but just, like, kind of differently, because there's so much, like, individualized, like, playmaking that goes on in this, because it is just so different for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to say I'm decent at the game. I play the game differently than you and you.
You probably have a better time than me, if I'm being honest.
Probably.
Yeah.
At this point. Yeah, no, shout out to the global trolled sheet. Or what
Oh my gosh. Which is just the worst RNG ever.
The live
It's
crowd is
all compiled in one place. It's really fun.
Every few months I'll go on there and I'll be like, ooh, a new record.
knew something horrible.
I check that stuff like it's summoning salty.
I love that we brought up global
So
troll.
real,
I
so
didn't
real.
know if we were going to bring up
Also,
global
potato
troll.
mines. We didn't discuss them too much. They're pretty important. They are also instant plants, like that cherry bomb that Claus was talking about before, and they take about 2 standard waves to arm. Although you can use a fun, handy trick when the cooldown gets to about half, your potato mine will arm.
That timing was
just
pretty
like
good.
That.
Yeah.
Yep. So we
This is a
placed them in
professional
column
game.
9, which again is probably not something a casual has ever done, because they activate faster that way.
See, I feel like this looks
Here's
pretty
something
normal.
crazy.
Yeah.
This is the most normal looking level of the run, by far. Not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah, I just know that someone at home is like punching their monitor because like, it's not symmetrical, no. It's not like
I'm
3
so
rows of
glad we
sunflowers
baited
and then a
little
row of
chat like
Snoopys
this.
and then 3 rows
I know.
of...
I mean, that's how I played it when I first played the game, but now I play it
AEW.
fast.
We're talking about casuals. I
Yeah.
don't think they're planting 3 rows of sunflowers. Let's be real.
1 row sunflowers.
One row, half a row. The zombies ate the other ones.
So true.
You guys want to hear something crazy?
Yes,
Yeah,
what is it?
absolutely.
The first time I ever animated anything on the computer was this game.
Really? What?
That's incredible.
Wait, so what was it?
Rich learned to animate for this
While making
game.
this.
Wow,
Unbelievable.
that's so. People who are aspiring animators,
It's never
do
too
it.
late.
Please do it. Yeah, you might end up making Plants vs Zombies or
Well-
something else really cool.
Yeah.
Not Plants vs Zombies again. It's already been made, but you know.
I think a company might get mad at that.
That's
Yeah.
Anyway, we're moving on to 1-8 here. This is a really wacky, weird level because remember that Wave 6 new zombie thing? They're going to do that, but with bucket heads as well. And bucket heads have a lot of health, like way more health than a cone head. So we're going to need to kill them with an instant plant or a mower. So we're going to devise a bunch of sneaky ways to make that happen. But most of that entails making a really long sunflower row in the middle, so this one's going to look funny.
Yeah, this level is not going to look very satisfying. To look at.
Weird.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I apologize for that. I didn't do anything about this, but I apologize for that.
apologize? Yeah, you didn't do
on
anything.
behalf for Satan,
Aw,
my bad.
thanks.
Oh, okay.
When I
well,
was
it got
first-
taken care of then.
When I was first
You're
learning the
watching
speedrun, and
SGDQ run
there's a
again, but
spreadsheet
I
everyone
reacted to
uses
it
when
for the
they're
first time.
learning to look at the plant
never
selections.
watched it back.
I looked at this level, and it has a screenshot of the lawn, and it's just like 10 sunflowers in a row. I was like, am I looking at this right?
I autopiloted there.
Is
I
the
should have
image
let this guy
rotated?
It was rotated, so real. Take a Plants vs Zombies
This is
lawn
the
and rotate
craziest
it in your mind.
We're literally making a sunflower cannon.
Yeah.
There's
Thanks,
10
Rich there said-
sunflowers on your lawn.
Why are there 10 sunflowers?
on your lawn.
There's a lot of sunflowers on your
line on your lawn. Yep.
I should have let that guy go too, but we were singing.
Oh, I meant to dig up that pea shooter and let that zombie go, but I'm having fun singing. So that didn't
We have
happen.
fun here.
And that's okay, because I'm going to do it to this zombie. As you can see, that zombie just died from a potato mine. That's 50% of the roll.
Wogue.
Yeah. So
Oh, and the
all I have
bucket
to
in the
do-
top row.
Yeah, I'm not sure I
Look at that satisfying.
interpreted, but everybody liked it, so.
We love it. We love it. That's the best. The only thing that's not the best about that is that the mower manip will not last until the end of the level, so that'll be.
Yeah, but it's still at least a little bit nice.
Yeah, it's satisfying.
We could have gone a little bit slower, probably if you wanted to play it safe.
Not
but
why-
again, it's
no, I
slower.
didn't chopper that.
But we
Yeah,
could
we don't
have let
like
it go
slow.
another wave and then have the more
Weird
manip
choices
last
I'm
for the
making here in
last
this
wave.
1-8.
Okay, I
But it's
should've-
probably a bit slower, even if
That's okay.
this is an event. You know what I mean? It's a lot of
Don't know why I did
weighing
this.
costs against each other. It's so much.
It's really interesting. This game is literally the scales of justice. It's like plant pea shooter, die.
I don't know what Claus is talking about. But the reason I walnutted this guy instead of just letting him go for the manip is because I knew I was going to have all these rows open. So spreading the zombies out is going to be more helpful for being able to clean up the stuff that isn't in the cherry bomb or the mower with the jumper.
So, Rich, we just got the chomper, which is my favorite plant in the game. But, you know, it's not a lot of people's, but it's mine because it's an instant use plant that goes really, really fast, and it's also just really cool looking.
I kinda
but
think he's cute,
It
I'm not gonna
sparked
lie.
a different question for me, which is, what was the most challenging plant to design for you in this game?
I don't think he really understood this question, which made me
let's
sad
see.
because I really like this
Honestly,
question.
well, honestly, maybe that one. I don't know, because it has the most.
Yeah?
It has the most.
Sorry.
It's
Oh,
Oh, no,
with
he
it.
got it.
You have to actually it has a chew. It has to have the arm in its mouth. It has to understand what's
Yeah.
going on.
Chomper is a complicated design to make
That
work.
one was
It's really
pretty
amazing how
challenging, and I
intuitive
think
it actually is.
What else?
There are a lot of those.
Yeah.
For sure.
You made a lot of them.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of them where I don't even, dude, it's been so long, but like, there's a lot of crazy ass plants, but that was pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. What's the other one? Shoot. I can't remember his name now.
Describe him.
Describe. We know them all. We know them all by heart.
So it's like the it's not a puff shroom. It's got like an 8 ring around it. It's got like these
Gloom Oh, you just activated our trap card. Gloom
Glad Limey thought that was so funny.
is one of the best plants in the speedrun. We actually use it in the roof section, which we will unfortunately not be seeing today. I want to explain a little bit about I want to explain a little bit about the category that we're playing real quick. We're going to be playing day through night, which is really just playing day and then night. But we can see the final boss if y'all donate for it, please. Hint, wink, blink, nudge, nudge, please donate to MSF. But basically, yeah, that's all we're going to be doing. But the Gloom Shroom is so powerful because it pierces through all the zombies, and it's just so good, and we use that in Roof. It's one of our favorite plants. As speed
that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Imagine a cherry bomb, except always and forever.
Yeah.
Also, don't worry that I'm letting 2 zombies go. You're supposed to do that on 1.9 because 1.9 has repeater. Repeater is very expensive.
I'm
so
going
we need
rogue
time
there
to look
using
them for it.
Chopper.
Yeah, absolutely.
I should be repeatering that.
I want to mention like my perspective as like a survivals truther and also challenge runner. Gloom Shrooms are really good because you can just,
I'm trying to
especially for like the normal survivals, you can just put them down and just kind of protect them a little bit with pumpkins, and they will just decimate. They're just good enough to decimate everything without completely getting destroyed, which is like, it makes the run really difficult because if you get unlucky, then they will just like, you have to replant them, and it takes a lot to get them back up.
So awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's such a different way to play the game. Roof entirely is different. We use glooms and starfruits. Those are our 2 ways of doing things. We almost never use catapults.
Yeah, no, it's really fun. Roof is one of my favorite parts of the
And
game.
by the way, I ran that on GDQ Hotfix a little while ago with one of these people on commentary.
I'm sorry.
And it wasn't
So if you'd like to see that, you can go ahead and find that on gamesdonequick.com/YouTube? Question mark? No, that's not quite right. You know what it is.
GDQ.com/hotfix.
Yeah,
Perfect.
GDQ.gg/hotfix, GDQ.gg.
Also, if you like creatures, which I'm sure you do because you're watching this run, I have a hotfix show as well. I run a bi-weekly hotfix show called Creature Corner.
Glad I
Please come
remembered
watch
that
it.
one.
It's really cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of creatures. Okay, fun fact.
We're like, stop everything. Fun fact.
Fun fact. I love those words.
You know when you have
That was very anarchy-coded of me to say.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to get that the butter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the other part.
So the sound effect for the butter was actually George getting slapped in the face with a piece of butter.
No way!
That's so funny. I would have never guessed.
Dude, we need to call HR.
I love Claude's
That is so cool.
Wait, that's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
my
this
goodness.
game's awesome.
This game is.
I
it
love
keeps
indies.
on giving.
I love indies.
It really is.
Man.
Calling an EA game an indie is just
Well, okay,
diabolical.
look. We can rewrite history. 2.5 million.
Oh my goodness.
Fine,
Also,
Billy,
you'll
they're still
notice I'm
doing this.
playing this level also a little unorthodox. We've got one
Yeah.
room here that doesn't have a repeater, and I'm not planning to put one there until I need to.
Yeah.
We're chompering high health zombies because that helps us get through that 50% roll a lot faster to be able to get to the next one.
Yeah, basic explanation of that
Glad I
is
didn't get tempted
they have
to
a
do
lot
a
of health,
cherry
so
bomb
if we
there.
get rid of them instantly, that's a lot of
I
health
should have
gone
done
from
it
the
earlier,
pool of the wave,
but-
so the next wave can advance. It's
You-
that simple.
It's
But
that
it's a lot to think about on top of making sure you have enough sun, you're building your repeaters and all of that good stuff. It is a lot to think about. Satan is locked in right now. Look at the camera.
I'm
I
not,
know
'cause
you're
I
watching
should've
it
used a chopper there.
on Twitch.
But,
Look
you
at the
know.
camera. Satan's just
Hi.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to be thinking about all sorts of stuff all the time. It's amazing, honestly, trying to commentate this game while you play it because it's really hard.
braver than I
but-
am.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, yeah, you have
like
to think
that I'm
about
like,
all sorts of
yes, I
stuff.
am.
You have to think about
Limey.
where all the zombies are positioned.
That's a tough one.
You
I'm
have to
still
think
not sure
about,
that
you know,
decision was
setting
right.
up for the final wave before you get there, how you need to count until wave 9. You have to count all the time in this game to be able to remember to kill all of those zombies before the next big wave spawns because because that's the thing you have to do. And also you have to explain conveyor manip. Do one of you want to do that?
I can, let me get this.
Hey,
yeah,
before you
no.
explain conveyor manip, can I
Yes,
just,
yes, jump in
something
real
really
quick.
important about counting is that we've just counted our way all the way up to $350,000 waste
Let's
from MSN.
go.
Oh, that's
During the
awesome.
marathon. We also
We're on
just
Monday night, by the way.
surpassed 80% of the way to finish the game in Sages.
Oh my gosh, less
Okay.
than 2,000 to go.
General GDQ rant just for a second. We were on such good pace early in this marathon, money-wise. And a lot of that was from the ambassador program. Shout out to the ambassador program. But we were genuinely on a really, really good pace. Yeah, 350K. Yeah. No, that was awesome. It was awesome. That was incredible. All of our incentives were getting hit that night really, really well. That was beautiful. And then it slowed down near the end, and I was sad. I think there were certain things that we could have done that would have kept us there, but it was so fun in those early days, being like, oh my gosh, we're above most of the other events right now. You know, the pace was so good, and I'm glad that it was good early because it did let us get to almost that 2.5K mark later, 2.5K million mark later. So glad about that.
yes.
But-
So doable.
Yes.
Like, let's absolutely get that done.
Yeah.
You only have another about 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
If that, yeah.
Not much time. You should get those donations in.
Yeah, the rest of this is gonna literally fly by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very literally.
So to give you more things to think about while you're typing in
know
your
why I'm
donation
saying
message right
literally.
now, conveyor manip. This
Yes,
thing is a
I agree,
conveyor
Max.
belt
I
at the top.
Completely agree.
It gives
No,
us
we're
plants automatically
succeeding very
over
well,
time.
I think. as an
Some
event.
plants are bad. You can see us holding onto walnuts right now. Not great when you're trying to make
I shouldn't have put
defenses.
that up.
Unlucky.
Vaulter
Vaulter
hitboxes
hitbox-
are strange. They are super far forward, so that was
Vaulter hitboxes are weird. Yeah,
Walter's
they're
sad
funky.
face. But the conveyor has one secret mechanic that makes it really nice. The conveyor manip. When you have multiples of a specific plant, the game will kind of assume, because you're not planting something, hey, you probably don't want more of that plant. So if you have 4 plants of the same type, it has drastically reduced odds of giving you that plant. So what Satan will try to do here, and
3, 2,
unfortunately
4,
that
by
missed
the way.
walnut kind of makes it hard. We have to
It'll
get a
be
little
okay,
bit
but
lucky.
yeah.
Is hold on to these walnuts in order to maximize her chances of getting the cherry and the pea shooter. We'll also do that with the potato mine if it decides to show its face again. But I have a feeling it's scared and hiding.
Yeah, even 3 plants in the conveyor belt that are the same, like these 3 walnuts,
Yes.
will help. 4 is kind of optimal. 5
Yeah.
is overkill.
Yeah, 5, if you see
5
a
is
bit of something,
unlucky.
you can just place it down. It's not going to give
Yeah.
you any meaningful benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, even if it's in the way, oh, we have the shovel, we can get rid of it. I don't really care. Yeah.
So right now we have walnut manip, which means that the chances of walnuts super decreased. So we're more likely to get the other plants that we actually want.
Yeah,
which
literally, I
is
was going to say,
extremely
hopefully we had a repeater.
Boom.
It literally came right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Cherry Bomb is, of course, the best
I wonder
because
what
it
Lemmy
clears
would
out
have done
big
instead
hordes
of
of
me in
zombies,
this
and we
run.
always focus on the bucket heads with that.
We should just keep saying the names of plants so they come when we want them. Cherry bomb, cherry bomb, cherry bomb.
Cherry
$2.5
Bomb,
million, $2.5 million. $2.5 million.
That's not a plant, unfortunately.
Also, I'm looking at the Omnibar right now. 1,500 off. Holy moly.
Wow.
Be
Wow, it's
freaking stoked
going.
at
They are
that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Zomboss better count his days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're.
I think
I know
is
Dr.
Russian.
Zomboss hates to see Satan.
I'm actually really curious how the design process of Dr. Zomboss came about, because I feel like zombie with giant mech is an interesting idea.
Interesting, yeah. Interesting idea. we can say.
Thing is I grew up with this game, so I didn't even, when Claus said that, I was like, oh yeah, that is kind of weird. Like, to me, since I grew up with PvZ, it's just so intuitive that, yes, Dr. Zomboss, a scientist zombie in a big mech, right? Like, yeah, that sounds good. So I love that Claus asked that question.
The original idea for the Zomboss was a giant, like, not really mechanical, but like kind of like a half zombie, half mech, like kind of grotesque thing.
Interesting. So
And
like body
I drew
horror.
it up, and it was kind of gross.
yeah, and it is kind of gross. That's a good point. It really is.
Grotesque thing feels so mean, but I
A complete
understand.
robot.
Oh, Explorator achievements.
All right.
Awesome.
Hilarious that we were getting
Oh, that's
achievements for it.
Day.
Yeah, that's day. And time.
That's like,
No,
no.
Okay.
Still,
it's
I
time
chewed
tonight.
claws out for after that. You do not say "and time" on stage unless it's time, because the producer is listening for that, and will actually cut the run. I was told by the producer after the run that when they heard that, they were ready to do the timer and just had to do a double take and did not do the timer. Claws. I love claws so much. It's wonderful. Why did it do that? Also, 2 newspaper preview.
Time.
Oh no, 2 newspaper preview. Of course it would do
No.
that right now. But anyways, so
Close
we're going
call.
to take this spread of plants into the level, which is kind of
I love
interesting. Night changes the game in some really significant ways. The first is that we don't get any more free sun. No, we have to make all
Wait,
our
really?
sun
I thought you were
ourselves.
just getting unlucky,
But
'cause I
we
thought that was
also, so true. We also
Spit
do
sucks,
get
that's
the
good.
most OP plant in the game. Yay! Puff Shroom. It's actually free and
Puff is
recharges
awesome.
really, really fast. So it is the bedrock of Night. The reason why it's both of those things is not only because it makes it a little easier for the players to deal with, but because it only shoots from 3 tiles back, which is why we're putting them up really, really far forward. You might notice I'm putting them too far forward. That's because technically it's a little faster. That's getting into the weeds a bit, though.
I get it.
Yeah, I used that earlier. I
Doing
stole
a
it
little
from you.
rewatch of my
I'm
SGDQ
sorry.
run.
Actually, I'm not sorry. Why would I?
I can't
It's
believe
like
we've
not
never
even
done that
use the
before.
sunflowers. I just use those. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It being free kind of
Like,
awesome.
I use those guys. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not quite
So,
sure what
yep,
you said there.
we place them down as fast as we can.
One thing I wanted to bring up, sorry.
Go ahead.
All good.
No, you're fine.
You guys are raising money, right? Like, you guys
Oh,
are raising
yeah,
a bunch
this
of money
is
right now.
the-
It's looking pretty good.
For Doctors Without Borders, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah. Would it help if I were to, like, give you guys some artwork?
Oh, well,
You know?
that time has kind of
I don't
passed.
know, because it's kind of an auction thing, right? So.
Yeah. We do have prizes. Those are really awesome. You can go to gamesdonquick.com/prizes, but those have all been sorted. But maybe next event would be
right.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully they
see it
accept
again.
Yeah.
I don't feel later than that.
We bounced back pretty well from
yeah.
that. We
Yeah.
bounced
It's all
back
good.
pretty well
No
from that.
worries. No worries.
That was a tough
But yeah,
one,
you can
but
check
I
those
think we
out. I
handled
made a
it.
prize. It's a little walnut. So you can donate $10 minimum donation. You automatically get entered in the windows, which is really cool. Also, this level is no exception to that Wave 6 thing, except for when it is. Sometimes it spawns a newspaper earlier than Wave 6 for no reason. But the newspapers are kind of like push-offs.
Don't say womp womp.
They're not very strong. We usually
I'm not sure
can
whether
deal
that
with them okay.
column,
What I really wanted to
is
do
the
in
right
this
choice.
level is, unfortunately, I
was.
wanted to let a zombie go
Nice.
to one of the mowers
go.
to be able to make the final wave a little easier, but I never got a good opportunity, unfortunately. They did not spawn in
Yeah,
the
just
proper
be-
way for that.
Which is
Just
too
because
bad
we
because
can doesn't mean
2-1
we always
looks
should.
so good. When you send a zombie to the back, you put a walnut down, and then you just delete the walnut, and it goes and clears that whole thing in the final wave. Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's
or
really
will.
unfortunate
Yeah.
that it didn't give me an
Do you
opportunity.
guys know why the newspaper zombie is what he is? You guys know that?
I've heard this story. A
Please
lot of
tell.
people in the
Please
audience
tell.
don't
Please tell.
know.
Tell me. No, I want to hear you tell me. What do you think it was?
I don't know.
I forget exactly. I watched this video like 2 weeks ago, and it's GDQ. I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Yeah, we're very busy all the time.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest thing ever. He just
We were
died
so
on the
busy.
toilet.
Nice.
So we didn't hear that live, but now I'm hearing it. The newspaper zombie died on the toilet. That's why the newspaper zombie is the newspaper zombie. Okay, mind blown. I'm learning new things watching this back because I couldn't hear him as well live because the jingle was going. That's hysterical.
That's one of the reasons reading the newspaper he got killed by zombies. So that's why he's like that.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Oh, poor thing. Now I kind of feel bad, but I don't actually. Anyways,
We're trying to get our
into
brains, so it's like, can
2-2.
we really feel bad?
Yeah. So you'll notice I'm doing a really interesting thing here, which is, again, very uncasual-like of me. I'm bringing 2 sun production plants. I'm bringing the sunshroom and the sunflower. Why am I doing that? It makes us able to build up sun really, really, really quickly, and we need that for this level because it spawns bucket
Here we're on
heads.
actually decent pace.
We
I
also
think
need,
we
I
lose
think,
some
more
time later in
donations.
the run.
Speth, you want to get on that?
We have plenty of donations, and a warning came from Adam, who donated $50 saying a huge wave of donations is approaching.
I hope
like
so.
this $15 from a tea tree who said, "Hi, Satan, Satan. Getting to know you and work with you over the past few months has been an absolute joy. Your earnestness and positivity shows through in everything you do. Keep on going fast
so
and being
sweet.
uniquely you.
I love you, T-Tree. Thank you so much for donating. Also has the show before mine out of the box. Go watch it.
Oh my god, he stole my talking point.
Anyways, Spef, huge wave. Keep it coming.
All right, we have another $25 donation
Love
to
that, by
MSF
the
from
way.
James,
Spef-
who said,
Spef did a
"Hi,
great job
Satan,
stringing that
had
in."
to stay up to catch your
James,
PvZ
James
run,
son.
especially
If you're
since
here,
your
by the
friendship
way,
and
shout-outs.
also all the amazing resources you create inspired me to start running not only it, but Peggle too. You're going to crush this run. Donation goes to finishing the game, and we are almost 90% of the way to that $10,000 we need to finish the game. Keep these donations coming in. Also, like this $10 from Mink and Ben that said, longtime viewer, first time donator. My boyfriend is obsessed with PvZ and wanted to donate to see that full game incentive reached. He says,
Oh, shit.
yay, yay, yay! Plants vs. Zombies, yay!
Yay! Also, side note, no swearing, please.
Scold the dead.
No worries. It's all good. Spef, keep them
like-
rolling.
All right, we had a $25
that, and then
donation
let's
from
boom,
BZ
keep
Archer.
moving.
BZ Archer
Oh,
said, I usually
I'm
donate
proud of
during
myself for
Satan's
that.
GDQ runs in honor of my girlfriend, but as of 3 days ago,
Can't believe
I
you
am
swear
really
it, though.
excited to donate in honor of my wife, Catherine.
Let's go!
Go zap those zombies, Satan, and can I get a big trans rights?
Trans
Trans
rights! Heck yeah. That is
production's so
awesome.
fast. Look at them
Congratulations. That's so cool. I love that.
We also quickly had a $500 donation from
Whoa.
Anonymous with no comment, but thank you so much. All of these donations are getting us well on our way to seeing that finish the game incentive met.
You don't have much time. We just started night.
Yeah,
so
and this is the last
this
one we're
goes
gonna do.
quick.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I do have a question real fast. Rich heard Peggle and went, ooh. Did you have any
Great for
involvement in
Claus
Peggle?
picking
And
that
have
up.
you ever seen a Peggle speedrun?
I've never seen a Peggle speedrun, but I did do backgrounds in the first Peggle game, but on the second Peggle game, I created all the characters for that game.
Ooh, fun.
No way, no way, no way. I just got double debbed.
So yeah, I forgot that Rich had done more work for Peggle, although I only thought he did backgrounds for the first game. I did not know he did all the character designs for Peggle Knights, but oh my god, just in that moment. And then everybody made fun of me for it later because everybody else apparently remembered this fact, and I didn't. So I got made fun of.
I'm sorry. Peggle is my beloved. It's my original speed game. I love Peggle so
All right,
much.
Games Committee, get Satan back so we can get Rich back.
It's just,
It was a
yeah.
nightmare of a game, but yeah.
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 We took a long time to make that one, but that was the last thing I did before I left PopCap was Peggle 2. So,
Makes sense,
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Peggle 2. Yeah, I play Peggle Deluxe and Peggle Knights, and also Extreme, which I've ran on this channel before last
man.
event. So if you'd like to see that, you know.
Peggle Knights. Oh, I love it.
Peggle,
You know, the original guy that did there was the original guy that did all the artwork for the original Peggle. Like, he was such a rad dude. I really liked him a lot. He was like a classical artist, so that's why a lot of the characters kind of seem a little bit painterly.
Yeah.
Like,
Makes sense.
because he was a
Makes sense.
classical artist.
That's
He
awesome.
passed away, but
Oh, that's too
he was such a rad dude, man.
Yeah,
he
he
was super
made
cool.
amazing work. I mean, I still love
Yeah.
it to this day. Peggle's just so dear to me, and it's
So
an amazing
That's
speed.
interesting. I wonder if he passed away between Peggle Deluxe and Peggle Knights, and that's why the art style kind of shifted. I'll have to look that up. Also, that sucks.
Game
But
also
it was
so
really
unique,
cool Rich
just
giving a
like this
tribute to
game. PopCap games,
Live.
by the way, are always good speedruns. Like, there are no exceptions to that.
Shout out Bookworm Adventures.
Yes.
Yeah?
Nothing?
Oh, no way!
Yeah. Great speedy game. I'm gonna learn that too.
No.
Yeah,
That's on the
audience was
docket
completely
for me.
Quiet, but then
It
like the
is.
dev was
I'm
like, oh
glad,
yeah.
I'm glad
So,
real recognizes
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
No, I can't even get on you for that. So
I think I made the right choice.
That's another one, man.
No way to deal with here, but we're gonna do it. It's fine.
yeah,
this
this is
one
the
was
final
kinda-
wave. So
Oh, man.
again, just using instance to try and get everything off the screen as fast as humanly possible.
Or zombily possible.
Oh, okay,
maybe.
my bad.
Okay, we're gonna need some explanation time for this next
Yeah.
level. So no host, no Rich. Sorry, Rich, you'll come
Yeah.
back soon. Yeah, whoever wants to explain the prediction stages, please do that.
Yeah, so this level has one very important zombie
so
on
hard.
wave 6, with subtle foreshadowing concluded. The screen door zombie. You'll notice that Satan brought fume. We will not use the fume to take out that screen door, preferably. The entire premise of this stage and why Satan needs to focus when zombies start spawning is that we are going to try to predict
So he's playing
where
for Red
that
Film?
screen door is going to
Seems so in
spawn
terms of the
based
character
on the
design, probably
spawn
not in
points
terms of
of
mechanics,
all the
though.
other zombies in the game, or in the level. So especially the like 4th, 5th waves, very important for this prediction. So what we're going to do is try to track where the zombies spawn, because the zombies are less likely to spawn in the same row multiple times. So it's very unlikely we'll get a row 5 zombie here, for example. We're going to use that to predict when that wave 6 screen door is going to spawn and try to plant a potato mine in order to instantly take it out as soon as it spawns. This is pretty difficult because you have to track basically every moving part of the game. So Satan needs to focus, but it's also pretty luck dependent because of the randomness of the game. Sometimes you will just not get it and that's unlucky. And if it doesn't happen, it gets messy really fast, so...
It's recoverable, but as long
Yeah.
as Satan understands what's going
Exactly.
on, it is super savable.
Satan's good at the game, so
yeah.
thankfully we'll be okay.
For sure. Also, real quick, I'm seeing that incentive go. It's almost there.
Oh my God.
Also, I'm not going to be able to predict here because that wave 5 was
Yeah.
going to die too fast, unfortunately, and the potato mine needs time to arm. So
Yeah.
I wasn't able to do it there. But every prediction I do get, there will be 2 more levels. I'm going to donate $15 per. So if you want to match me, or if you want to do $10 per, whatever you want, we can do that. And if I don't get any predictions, guess what? I'm going to donate $30 anyway. Woo!
Yeah, or if you just want to be into a chat and say, I think it's going to be row 5 or row 2 or whatever. You
You
can
can
just
have
do
an
that.
emotional win.
Yeah.
Yeah, an emotional prediction. Yeah, that will make us go faster.
Yeah, but only if you donate GDQ.G.
Emotional prediction. I'll be
right,
happy
that's
if the
right.
incentive gets met. Go.
Go, 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 go.
I'd be happy if we get $2.5 million by the end of this run.
I feel like I've joked too much about
your
$2.5
bar
million.
needs to be lower. Yeah. yeah.
I think we need to raise it. $3 million.
Yeah, let's go. But let's actually go because I'm seeing that we're only a little less than $700 left. So come on, chat. Home stretch. Let's bring it home. I want to show you what that
hosting
quote
while I'm
unquote
running.
Bring
ending
Zomboss home.
looks like.
Yeah.
And kill him.
And kill him though.
Yeah.
Again, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get... No, you're right, again.
Also, the ending of these one flag night levels can get really, really out of control.
Yep.
They are very hard to handle because they have a lot of zombies versus how fast you went in the level. So you have barely any defenses to keep up with them. So definitely a lot different than this level where we'll have pretty hefty defenses and all that. So we can chat a little bit more during this level if we have anything more we want to talk to Rich about.
Do we want to real fast talk about the siege slot we just bought?
Sure.
So night introduces money, unfortunately.
Money.
This isn't a huge deal in day night specifically. In any percent, it's a
Yeah, I
huge
wish I
deal
had
because it's
mentioned
where
this
we
really
get all of our
quickly in
overpowered
2-1.
plants for the end game. But in this category
that's a
specifically,
slight regret.
it's pretty easy to get an extra seed slot, which allows us to bring an extra plant, which can be useful. Yay.
And there's a special drop,
Somebody
by the
had a
way, for
foam
money.
finger in the background. I didn't
1 in
know that.
1,000 chance to get a diamond every time
I'm
a
glad we're
zombie
talking about
dies or a
diamond, though,
grave is
'cause this
dug
is
up.
gonna make one of the most
If we
hype
get a
moments of the
diamond during
run.
this run, I'll donate $50.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know that's 1 in 1,000.
Yeah, we kind of do. I think.
Jesus. You guys are
All I'm
crazy.
saying is if someone in chat donated $1,000 for seeing the diamond, like,
That's wild.
That would be cool if they did that.
What's
wink,
the
wink, nudge,
conversion
nudge.
rate of a diamond, PvZ diamond to real money?
Well, I mean, if it's $50 to 1,000, I
That's
think it's really
awesome.
bad.
Yeah.
Inflation got hands.
I think I was kind of zoning
But
out
yeah,
at that
again,
point.
we are almost
That's
to
a
that
funny
incentive.
joke.
I know that
I should've
we
laughed
can
harder.
hit that.
I want to show y'all what beating the game looks like. Please donate.
Yeah, and also when you're donating, make sure you're putting it to the incentive because you can't just donate and it automatically goes. Because
right.
This is a specific thing we're looking for, so you're gonna have to assign that donation.
That's right. And you can donate using Twitch themselves also.
Okay, never mind. It just got met. Like, on the screen.
Oh my gosh! Thank you you so much. Yes, crowd, go wild. Absolutely.
Sorry,
That's
Spef, we're doing
huge.
your job for you.
I looked away for 1 second and it got met while I was watching the run.
I feel bad
incredible.
that we
Well,
are
thank you
not
so much,
putting
everyone, for your
Spef in
generous
the driver's
donations,
seat very
raising
much. We're just doing our
$10,000 for
dog
MSF
shit.
to see this boss fight. You're not going to regret
But
it.
also, Rich,
That's so
took a lot of
cool.
that airtime.
Woohoo! Big congrats to y'all. Thank you so much. And yeah, this would actually be a pretty good time to talk about some of those donators who got us there. So, Spef, you want to go?
Absolutely, and we have so many, and
Saying
thank you so
donators,
much
not
again,
donors.
everyone, for your
That's
generous
bad.
donations. Like this $5 from Osmorn, who said, "Hi, Satan. I'm so happy to see you run PvZ on the main stage, and I'm so happy to have
Love
met you.
Osmorn.
You're one of the most talented people I've ever met, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you for being my friend, and I hope for many years more. Love you dearly, your friend, Oz."
Aw, Oz, you're too sweet. And more like Oz met me. I don't think I had a choice in
Yeah,
that.
I think Oz is the one who like ends up talking to people instead
Yeah.
of like oh hi.
The
Oz.
other way
It helps
around.
when you run cool speedruns.
Yeah.
It's very true. Spef, give me another.
Yeah, and we
I
have
should have
the
been-
donation
I
that
should
got
have
us
given
over
him
that
an even
goal,
bigger
a
shout out there.
$1,000 donation.
Someone did it.
Whoa.
We didn't even see a diamond.
We got a real
diamond!
Real
A
life.
A real-life diamond, a $1,000 donation from no-name user who says a pro-Satan charity donation. Who saw that coming?
Awesome.
Wow.
That's so cool.
That's so cool.
I forgot
Oh
we
my
had
God.
Thank you
$1,000.
so much.
Thank you so
I am
much.
here for
My
these
branding-
pro-Satan charity donations.
I'm
Keep
so
them
proud
coming,
of my
keep them
branding
coming,
right
chat.
now.
I love you all. And also, there's bid ones to donate for, so cool stuff. And prizes.
And prizes.
This is
Another one, Spef.
All right, we've got $50 from Football Zombie, parentheses, on your lawn. That just says, I used to play football.
I feel like
That was really funny in the moment.
That's
Thank you
right.
very
That
much,
is
Football Zombie.
awesome.
that's so
That's
awesome.
so good.
beast.
The way Steph read
Yeah,
that.
very
Okay,
true.
so I used to play football is a lyric in Zombies on Your Lawn. Obviously, it's supposed to be kind of said like that, but Spef doesn't know that, so her just reading it verbatim cracked us up because all of us were expecting would expect that line to be in the song form. So that's why it was so funny.
Oh,
Oh man.
all
I
right,
used to play
one more,
football.
Spef. Let's do one more.
All right, we've got a $5 donation from Fumafu that says, I can't donate much this year, but I wanted to show my love and support for Satan herself. Much love from the Frame Fatales. Less than three.
Oh my gosh, yes, the Fatales. That is our
Nice.
women and femme speedrunning division from GDQ, an amazing community. I helped out with committee for our latest event, which is going to be Flame Fatales 2025. I'm going to be running Children of the Sun at that, so if you'd like to see another super cool speed game, very different, but very cool, you
Yeah.
should definitely check that out. It's going to be incredible.
For those of you who don't know about that, Bobby Berm really likes that.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's like the seal of approval right there.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
I like a few games on that schedule.
Maybe one or two.
Maybe.
Or like the whole
maybe,
thing.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I love that from
Here's
Claus
something
because
interesting
Claus
is hap-
genuinely doesn't like the schedule for Flame very much, but it does like. I mean, obviously background, but also that Jet Set Radio Future is at front. So I think that's what was going through its mind. It was like, I want to make a sarcastic joke about that I don't like the schedule, but also JSRF is based.
Happening. The Vaulters can really do
And
this
I
in
love
this
Liney being a professional and bringing it back to everything being awesome.
level, because your fumes are your only
They're-
long-range
they're
damage, and by long, I mean in quotes, kind of like that incentive that we just met. What are you doing?
This guy's
You
getting
should
away
die.
with it.
Yeah, what
yeah,
are you
this
doing?
is rough.
You shouldn't be alive. Oh well, that's
Oh,
life.
that's mean.
Sometimes Vaulters get away
Yeah,
from
2-4
you. This was a
just
very
got away
high
from me.
Vaulter spawn count, by the
Yeah,
way. What
too
we were
many
talking about
Vaulters.
earlier with that preview stuff. Different levels can have different sort of spawn rates of how much different zombies come up. And this one had a lot of Vaulters, so it was
Another
hard
thing
to
to
manage
adapt to.
throughout the level. Yes. You can also play this level with Mine instead of Fume. It's a very high level strat, and I didn't really want to play it on a no reset.
Yeah, it is rough.
And guess what doesn't require high level strats? 2-5. This is the only auto scroller in this run. So let's talk to Rich.
Yeah,
I have a new question actually.
Yes.
Yeah, so how did you get to the zombies to like move
I'm doing such a
like
good job
that?
directing, I will
like,
say.
They do look freaky.
did you have any like inspiration or did you just like record
This
yourself
is
like
the one that
walking
I wish
in
he
the
had
mirror
understood
and
a
then you
little
just
bit
did it?
better.
Well, I don't know. I just like, I don't know. So I've grown up around horror movies my whole life, and I've always loved that kind of genre. And zombies and everything else. And so like when I became part of this game, I was just like, This feels right. I don't know. I just feel right.
I mean,
it looks right.
It looks right.
Exactly,
Yeah,
it looks right. You know what you're
I just
doing.
wish
Yeah,
that he
it
was
is.
the voice
It's
actor.
super cool. I cannot fathom it in my brain how you can really, like come up with that off the dome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, this game is
Yeah,
amazing.
it was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on the
Yeah.
note of looking nice, I feel like this has gone unsaid. This game has a generational art style. Nothing looks like it, and nothing ever can, I think, if you ask me.
very true.
Like,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
if you told 10-year-old me I'd meet a PvZ dev over the internet, blah, blah, I would be freaking out. This is so cool. Like,
Claus
this
in
has
particular,
inspired
I
me in
think,
so
was really excited about this, and it made me feel really good to be able to give it that experience.
many ways. So I just want to say, like, one, thank you for being here so much. But also, two, like, the work that you and George have done here is, I think it speaks for itself with how many people can reminisce on this game and get excited about it. Like, we raised $15,000 for charity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
I love that. That's so cool, man.
I know.
Yeah, isn't that incredible? People love this game to this day, and they should. It's amazing.
It's true.
Yeah, and I know over the course of that,
It's
we've had
gonna
a
be a
bunch
nice
of
little
individual
cherry
donors
bomb
too,
spot.
just who
Thank
love
you,
this.
game.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one thing I'll say about this
Hoarding
game is
this cherry bomb, by the way, which is going to help our final wave go faster. That's the only tech in this level. Continue.
Woke.
oh, nice. No, this game was done out of passion with 4 people, so
It shows.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, there's 4 of us that made the whole game, and no one really paid attention to what we're doing. Everything that we wanted to put into it, as far as what we thought was cool, what we thought was funny, and
Yeah.
there was no real middle management. So
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't happen very often anymore.
no, it really does not. It's definitely one of the reasons. Oh, I left the coin out. If that was a diamond, I was going to die.
Oh, look, a nickel.
No.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, die in real life. I've
Yeah.
become a zombie.
But yeah, no, I wish that I had stayed on that a little bit longer, because I agree that this game really feels like a passion project. It really feels like it was people messing around and doing something wacky and new just because they felt like it. And that's so rare these days in the games industry. You get micromanaged so much if you're doing anything but developing games kind of by yourself. And it seems in most of the industry. And I feel like that's one reason why indie games are the way to get that sort of feeling now, instead of, the big AAA games, because I think that's just how the back end really shows in the finished product, right? Yeah, exactly, backside. You can really tell, how much of a game was made just, for the heck of it. Don't make them like they used to, kind of true. Although, of course, the indie dev scene is wonderful and thriving since the 2010s, has really exploded, and that's where a lot of the cool new stuff is. And not everything. Like, I would point to PlayStation's Astrobot as a really great example of a big game that was still given, the reins were given to the developers to make something incredible that they felt like they wanted to do. There's still games, that happen like that. But it's much rarer, I feel, in the modern era. I mean, like, so many of our older franchises really happened because of that. Like, Banjo-Kazooie, I feel like, would not have occurred now. Stuff like that, with the way that the game industry is. Anyway, big tangent. Let's keep going.
Anyways,
Right.
so here is our second prediction stage. So I'm going to be focusing up a little bit. If comms
this
want to
great
do
layout.
whatever they want to do. Yeah, actually, Claus, do you want to explain waypoints here? This is what you want to do.
Yeah. So, Wave 6 is going to
nice.
have a football
I
zombie. We're going to be
cosplayed
trying
Crazy
to
Dave on
predict
stream
that
one time.
with the mine again and use the Hypno as a backup if it doesn't work. The Hypno Shroom just makes them ours. We take them. The way that waves in this game work, to get a little bit more technical, because I think the technical side of this game is really cool. Each wave
Because I
has
am
an
based
individual
and
amount
my
of
opinion is
HP.
cool.
So the first wave, for example, always has 1 HP, so only one normal zombie will spawn. Each zombie type has a certain amount of HP that it takes from the wave. So normal zombies will take 1 HP from the wave, and the game will calculate until the wave points hit 0 HP, how many zombies will spawn. And that's where the randomness comes in, is it'll randomize how many wave points or how many or what different zombies will spawn in order to get that wave health to 0. It's a really interesting system that is entirely responsible for the adaptability, especially as you lead into especially the later waves of stages. And once you get really deep into the game, like to Roof and Fog, where there start being 3 flag levels, it gets ridiculous. There is so much to balance and counterbalance.
This is really
it's awesome.
It's really cool.
Let's see if we hit this prediction.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go middle, and I think
no,
that's gonna be
we do hit
right.
this
here.
We'll see.
That's personally what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's prediction number
That's the team right there.
1.
Yep.
Yeah, the grave layout
Technically
kind of
faster
scared.
than this mower, question mark, yeah.
A few seconds.
Oh, like a second. Did it save time?
It did.
Yeah. And that's why I let that mower go, by the way.
Yeah.
That wasn't a
wave
really
2 zombie is the
direct
optimal wave
showing
zombie to
of
let go on the mower.
the
And as you
time save that
remember,
a prediction
mower
mine can do.
manipulation. We don't have any zombies showing up in that row for a little while longer, so we can chill.
That was
Yeah.
really funny.
Use
That
these,
situation almost never
use
comes
the
up.
puff shrooms we have in other rows already
Mower
to go
versus-
fast.
mower
But that does
versus,
mean our final
mine.
wave is going to be hard to deal with, and
Little bit.
they all are. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I was on 6 and I'm trying to count. Hold on.
7,
7, 8,
8,
and then
9.
you're gonna have
Wait,
to
what
tie.
happened to 9?
9
7,
is
8,
here,
9?
actually. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm-
Uh-oh.
Safety.
Schmumbler.
Don't worry about that.
Me and Lemmy get freaky on this digs.
Okay, context for that joke. We obviously have a safety team at GDQ. You have to have one. They do awesome work. And then one of our favorite people on the safety team is a person who goes by Schmumbler. Also a runner, by the way, ran Hungry Ghosts at this event. Very cool. So that was what they were referencing there, but I was like, nobody's in the audience is gonna understand this, you two. What are you talking about?
They're talking about stuff you should not know.
It's more don't
inside
need to
Don't
know
worry
about
about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, let's deal with this final wave here. As you'll see, I've left these graves here in a very strategic position because of that 3x3 explosion radius of the cherry bomb. And luckily, the zombies decided to cooperate with my plan.
That fight.
No!
No way.
You're so
That
silly.
sucks.
Oh.
Odds.
Well, close, but
It's close
this is
enough.
our
He
backup
just
to that.
pops out of existence
Yeah.
with the hypno. It's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
really funny.
I
If
think
the
it's
final
called
zombie is
owning it
Hypno,
there.
it just goes boop.
They're doing this
That's it.
tomorrow.
Hey,
Yes.
I gotta take off.
All right,
Yeah.
no problem.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so much
so
for
much
joining us,
for being
man.
here,
I wish
Rich.
that
You were
we had him for
incredible.
the whole run.
And we
Oh, it was so sad. I think we were all kind of crushed to hear that he had to go early. But I think we got a lot of good time with him. We got a lot of cool factoids. I think he enjoyed the run a lot. I appreciated having him there so much. I sent him a thank you afterwards. You know, made the run really, really special. And then we had time to just kind of fuck around. The three of us plus Spef. So I think that was
really
fun.
appreciate your work
Thank
on
you.
this game and you coming here.
Oh, thank you so much. And,
You're a
you know, if
huge
you do the-
inspiration.
Let me know.
Yeah, of
Of
course.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
I'll
so,
join.
so much.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I appreciate it.
You were awesome too.
Thank you again.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, take care, you guys.
Everyone say bye.
Everybody says bye,
Bye,
Rich.
Rich.
Bye.
I love
Wasn't
that.
that
y'all.
incredible? Oh my gosh, how cool is that to have a person who
I love that the Discord
Look-
sound
look at
happened.
develop.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the Discord sound came through on live, but it did. That's so funny. I heard it in my headphones and I was like, oh my god, if that has happened on live, that's hysterical because you would never hear a Discord disconnect sound on GDQ in any other server.
actually talked to us
Holy.
on commentary. That was the coolest thing maybe ever.
55 minutes of the best GDQ content in years. Well, no, I watched
No,
moments
that's
of it.
Honestly, I was gonna say, yeah, like
so much cool stuff happened today in particular, but
Yeah.
also all of this marathon so far, and we're just getting started. Absolutely incredible. And we're also
GDQ.GG
just getting
schedule.
started on this level 2-7. This is one of the least interesting levels in the
Yeah.
game, I would say, but there's always stuff going on in this game, and in fact, we can get into the weeds now if we want to. But basically, we've unlocked the Scaredy Shroom, which is essentially the pea shooter, but discounted. The only problem with Scaredy Shroom, a little bit socially anxious, doesn't like to get near zombies, not a huge talker. So when zombies come close to it, it will shrink underground. So that's why I'm leaving this little back row open here to be able to safely plant Scaredy Shrooms. Technically, putting shooting plants closer to the zombies does make the wave advance faster because that final bullet to make that 50% rule go is getting there faster, but the effect is so small that one of our top runners, Bulbasaur Represent, also huge shout out, calculated that if you were to plant plants optimally to shoot through the entire any percent run, which is 3.5 hours long, it would save 3.5 seconds. Woo! Woo!
Time save is time save, so...
Time save.
Technically, but it's also very risky. So, yeah, I think the choice.
So, iconic, by the way. I'm glad I mentioned this. The one thing I super regret about this run is that I did not do a good enough job shouting out a bunch of the top level PvZ runners. I would say that is probably my biggest regret in this run. Is I really should have talked more about the people who have historically made this game what it is, and also who are running it and really pushing the boundaries right now. So I will right now. Bulbasaur Represent, obviously, who I just shouted out. Featuresync, obviously. Sasquatch has done a lot of work in the content space of really making people aware of how PvZ speedrunning works and how cool it is. In terms of being a top, and also is a top runner in his own right. Blackened or Night Terror, amazing runner. Banana, the Lone Banana, incredible runner. There's a new top runner of all minigames. I forget who they are, but they are really amazing at all minigames. And then, of course, Guest with 9. Currently, I think the best player of PvZ, at least in the sort of any percent and any percent adjacent spaces. I really should have shouted them out. There are a lot of other amazing runners, too, obviously. It's a huge community. But I should have given the flowers to the people who deserved it. Yeah, oh no, of course. While I had Rich on, obviously, that was the priority. I just wish I had done it here and or later in my shoutouts. I should have done better at shouting at the community specifically, I think.
Choice is decently clear. But, you know, that was a really cool experiment that they did, by the way. The Plants vs. Zombies community is so amazing. Everybody is so passionate, so talented, just really wanting to work on making the game faster, making it better. There's so much custom content. There's a randomizer that slaps.
I'm glad I mentioned the rando.
So good.
It's so good. It's ridiculous. It can randomize the 50% rule. It can randomize sound effects. It can make upgrade plants not necessitate their base plants, and you can put them on top of other plants. It's
me eating my lily pad to make a corn cannon.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
Like, yep. You can do whatever you want. It's really cool.
It sounds like you don't like the randomizer.
I love the randomizer.
Kind of mean.
Okay.
The randomizer is amazing.
Yeah. For what it's worth as well.
Satan
was talking about randomizing the 50% rule, which, if you've noticed, we've been on that the entire time. Yeah. It basically means we have to do a random amount of health every wave to make the waves advance, which can get really, really challenging.
100% rule on call them like you see them.
No, thank you, please.
Please don't say that to me.
Anyways. Another thing about the 50% rule, we've been lying. It's not actually strictly 50%. It is 35 to 50%. So if you hear me saying that was a generous rule, or that was a stingy rule, that means that it's on one or the other end of the spectrum.
Because PvZ Fusion introduces the glove, which I feel is the most revolutionary mechanic in any PvZ offshoot in ever.
Of 35 to 50%. Sorry for lying.
You know, like the fusion mechanics are really cool.
It's a lot easier to lie a little bit at the beginning than it is to explain that.
Yeah. Also, you can see the screen door zombies. They're just a pain because they take longer to damage than other zombies do. So usually we can use instas against them if we want, but we have the fumes as backup here. We won't have them for long, though. There's a level where we've routed out fumes, which I think is amazing coming up. So absolutely stick around and watch that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, I know I'm yapping, but I want Speff to yap a little bit. Speff, get on in there.
Oh, I love yapping. We have $10 donation that came in from Douglas Reyes Cerron that says, Satan herself has been doing a great job on hosting this week and donating on behalf of her PvZ run. Hail Satan herself.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hosted last night for an incredible block that included Quake, Castlevania Adventures of Rebirth. I know, that runner's right there.
You.
No. But for real, Limey, you're the best.
Yeah.
No, you.
The GOAT. But anyway, continuing on. Castlevania Adventures of Rebirth, Mega Man X4, and Lena's Inception. Amazing. If you want to hear me do a really, really bad Southern accent,
It was bad. I
It was
heard
bad.
it.
It was
Go
rough.
I'm sorry.
watch. No, I know that's the point. Don't worry.
For
I'm well
$2.5
aware.
million right now, Satan will do the rest of our with it.
For less. If we get to 360,000, I will switch to Southern mode the entire time.
Southern mode, whoa.
Of
That's
the
like
thing.
3 levels and
Actually,
the boss.
no, I'm giving y'all a special offer. 355,000, and I will switch to
That's a
talking
deal.
in Southern mode.
I'm
and if
sad that
all
we
of
did
that
not
up to
get that
350
because I thought that was a very attainable goal. I think people were just had already donated to the incentive and also were just vibing at that point. But I thought that was good pricing. Damn it.
5,000 goes towards this Henry Hotline cutscene incentive for finding Frankie. That gets us half of the way there to the $5,000 we need. So let's get those donations in.
deal.
And
Yeah,
That's
totally
fucking
2 for 1
up.
deal right there.
2 for
We've
1
had
deal.
a lot of those today.
we
It's
love a
kinda
2-for-1
awesome.
deal.
They're
GDQ
awesome.
2
feeling
for 1.
generous.
2 for 1. Final prediction stage, by the
Yes.
way. We've got the saddest part of what we're doing here today,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Fun fact about the original Plants vs. Zombies game, it included a zombie that has the likeness of Michael
I
Jackson
also
in it.
wish we had asked Rich about Michael Jackson. We just didn't think about it until here.
And then Michael Jackson unfortunately passed away like 4 months after the game came out. So they re-released the game as Game of the Year edition, and the only major change besides adding the Zombitar feature was changing out that zombie to be a generic disco zombie friend. And so that's who we're going to be seeing. It's not just sad because we would like to see Michael Jackson zombie, but because Michael Jackson zombie is actually faster. Because Michael Jackson zombie comes onto the 8th
yeah,
column
100%.
here, but disco only makes it to the 9th, which matters for this prediction here because we would have had the 8th column to access here. But actually it doesn't matter with this grave layout, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
I
also
forgot to
faster
bring
for
mine anyway.
Coming onto the screen in the final wave
And
where we
I
have
don't
to
know
kill
it yet.
and all
This
of
is
the
hilarious.
things.
I can't believe I
So
forgot
there's a
to
couple
bring
reasons.
mine.
Also, I feel like we should mention grave
No,
layouts
I don't
real
like
fast. The graves block your plants.
Oh, I
hope
didn't
you've
bring.
played
I
PvZ.
didn't bring mine.
Oh,
Oh, that seems like
Why did I forget? Well,
well,
no prediction for me.
I feel like that's worthy of a $15 donation. You just forgot.
I forgot.
Well, for what it's worth, I was right in my heart. So
You got the emotional
Yeah.
win.
Well, we gotta wait to see if we get diamonds also for that final donation.
That is true.
We have time. We have some time, but not very much time. Remember, if you get to that 355 amount, I will start speaking like a really, really not Southern person, but with a Southern accent. If you get there during this run, so please do that.
yeah. I also want to mention
Late Night Block, I believe in you.
with the disco zombie in this game. Only the main zombie counts as, for the 50% rule, not any of the dancers, right?
That's right. That's right. So you
Yeah.
really just have to focus on the main zombie. Even if you hypno the main zombie, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the other ones can be annoying, but it is just trying to make sure the rest of them don't ruin your
I'm
build.
glad I showed
Yeah,
off
they're
the
really
predictions
annoying
once.
because they can just body
then I
block the
forgot.
actually important zombies. It sucks.
Exactly.
Also, back to grave layouts before we realized Satan forgot potato mine.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It was a situation that I'd never seen before.
Yep.
So graves are random. You can't plan on them, and
they
that
hit
is a
the nets
problem
never
for
happened
prediction
before.
stages sometimes. I mean, thankfully, this is the last prediction stage, so
This,
we will
final
be
wave.
good.
So annoying.
But they can be annoying in
Glad that-
regular defense, just less. So
That one went fine.
you have to get a specifically really bad grave layout for them to mess
it
up your
wasn't actually
regular
that bad.
gameplay.
Yeah, 2-8 is probably
possible.
the hardest
Spider-Man.
level
Oh,
in
yeah, absolutely.
this
No,
this
Marvel Spider-Man 2
run,
was way too late.
and
They
in
should have
one
said
of the
that
hardest levels in
earlier.
the
I
actually
agree.
entire game for
Yep.
speedrunners. So it was actually pretty decent in that
Yeah,
level,
that was
even
solid.
without bringing the right build. I brought the right build in this one though.
Thank
you might
God.
notice an admission of a very important casual plant, the Fume Shroom. We have routed the Fume Shroom out of this level despite its containing of screen door zombies, and that's because we have enough instant plants to make all the screen doors go boom.
We love our instants.
Yeah, we sure do. We also love
Thank you for your
donations, Speff.
Yes.
We do love donations, like this $15
Smith.
donation from Princess Shortcake that says, "Hi, Satan. I wrote a short poem for you to celebrate this absolutely legendary run.
Ooh.
At SGDQ, she takes the stage. Satan's ready, calm and sage. From dawn to dusk, each perfect tool. She smiles, don't break the 50% rule. With shrooms at night and peas by day, she blasts the zombies all away. A wonderful run. The crowd's amazed. Heck yeah. She slayed and left it blazed. I'm so proud of you, Satan, and blessed to call you my friend. Love you lots, and yeehaw!
Yeah! That was a preview. Anyway,
I think she forgot about the starfruit projectiles as well.
Yeah.
True, we do
Kind
do
of
that.
bars, though.
Yeah, that
it's
was
pretty
awesome.
good.
Thank you so much, Grace. That is really, really kind. Yeah, this level is going to be a lot of random stuff going on. I'll explain it as it comes, but it is pretty procedural. It's similar to what we've been seeing already. So, Svef, continue.
Absolutely. We had a $50 donation to MSF come in from Moiselle that says, "Long-time human, first-time zombie."
Huh?
Could I borrow
awesome.
your
We
brain,
have
please?
first aid here.
More of that. More of that, by the way. More of that. That was really funny. Keep that up.
Could I borrow your brain, please? I need it for Doctors Without Borders.
Oh.
I'm not
If
gonna
it's
take it
medically
out.
necessary.
Yeah, I mean,
I need my brain to do my job.
proud organ donor.
We also had a $10 donation from Teaspoon168, who was very excited about that secret incentive we've kind of put up that just says Southern Mode.
Wait, can you type Southern on the keyboard?
That's my girlfriend,
Maybe
by
it
the way.
does something.
Hello.
Oh,
Thank you for donating.
And another $10 excited about the Southern Mode from Rio Kuma that says, "Oh, we can donate for Yeehaw Satan. That's my favorite bit."
Awesome. I'm glad y'all like it.
I'm glad
I don't know
people
what
like
I'm
the
doing. I'm glad it's working, though.
you sound very concerned in that laugh.
When am I ever not concerned? You know me.
She's like very rarely not concerned.
That's true.
Like a worrywart.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little
But
bit.
hey, I'm here. This is fun. This is amazing.
I'm having a
We're playing
blast.
Plants vs.
Yeah.
Zombies on the mainline GDQ stage. I still can't believe that.
Is
raising
the crowd
so
having
much
fun?
money.
Because I know we are.
Woo! How are we
It's,
doing on that impromptu? It's looking pretty close. I'm
Yeah, we're
seeing
doing pretty good. It was 355K, so about 1,500 away. And again, as a reminder, if you put that towards the Finding Frankie incentive, then that'll get us about halfway there. So keep those donations coming in if you want
right.
Southern Satan.
All right, and
You're
you
not wrong.
only have this level, the next level, and our incentive to do that. So please, please do it as fast as you can, because also you won't hear me for very long if it's at the very end. So, you know, speed run those donations. It's the time.
I'm glad y'all met that for me today.
That's true.
Oh, I forgot.
If we hit
I forgot to
25
keep
million,
going.
someone will do
I
the Southern
forgot.
Voice for next hosting vlog.
I might do it anyway if they want me to, but you'll just have to tune in for that.
Oops.
Chronicles is when that starts. But anyways,
If you don't know when
dancing up a
Xenoblade
storm.
Chronicles is, by the way, you can check out the schedule.
they're
It's
giving
good.
me a lot of
Schedule.
dancer zombies. They really want to show off that they're the dancer zombies and not the Michael Jackson zombies. Thanks for showing up.
I think
And by
you could,
thanks, I mean no thanks. They're very slow.
I like the music of this game, and I don't like when the dancer zombies come.
Glad I aborted that mission with the
It ruins
hypno.
music for a little bit.
You
Okay,
gotta be
also
smarter than
huge
that.
Shout out to Super Shiggy or Laura Shigahara for making the music of this game.
Yeah.
It is incredible. Absolutely amazing.
Everyone say it. 3, 2, 1. There's a zombie.
Yeah, it's too bad that I had to use a cherry there. There just wasn't a faster
The
play.
Hypnoshroom on like
Because you want to wait for the wave 9 for
I
cherry.
did think about that.
I think that's like the same energies like those screenshots where like the Minecraft speedrunners like make like out of like beds.
Oh my god,
so
look at these two.
But also it makes
They're
me
being so
sad.
silly.
Someone screenshot
Hi,
that,
Mike.
post that to Reddit. r/speedrun will love that.
Anyway. Oh, goodness.
Thank you, Marcy.
So
we're-
speaking
sometimes
of
my
Doom,
mic
actually,
just
let's
decides
explain
to be
that real
terrible.
quick, because the Doom's going to be really important for this level and
It's
next
normal
level.
now, I'm guessing.
How the Doom works is it looks like it's a whole big screen clear explosion, but it's actually not. It's a 5x5 explosion radius, and that's super important because you want to make sure that all of your zombies are in the radius when it explodes to be able to kill them all.
unplugged it and
So that's
replugged it.
why I was shooting this screen door instead of just letting it go to the mower, because then I wouldn't be able to get it with this final Dream Shroom here. It's way more important though for next level, where we're going to be seeing a lot of explosions.
Ooh, I like explosions.
You also have to wait until that final backup dancer is on the screen, which is another reason why Disco is a little bit slower.
They don't count for the 50%
Yeah,
roll.
that was not
but
a
they
great
do
2-9.
the final roll.
It
Make up
just
your
the
mind.
RNG was not good. Only
up your
dancers
mind.
and screen doors.
However
which
many
is
year
what
old
you don't
game.
want.
Why
I
didn't
guess you
just
can't
say-
make up your mind if you're a zombie.
Oh.
The game can think.
My bad.
Anyway, so 210, it's awfully similar to something we saw before. Deja vu,
No.
much.
That's my line.
I know.
Who are you?
But I'm saying
y'all
it.
would think
I'm
I
getting
would,
deja vu again.
based on my mic.
Again, and again, and again. Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
Whoa! We were making bits!
Did it!
What? We did it! We got a diamond!
Diamond live on the GDQ stage, 1 in 1,000 drop chance. It all happens here live.
Smiling through it all. I love my life.
Awesome. I'm donating $80. This is so cool.
I think, yeah, I would say about half of my runs in Day Through Night get a diamond, maybe a little bit less. So very happy that that did end up happening on live. That was really cool. Clip that. Yeah, I saw that you clipped that backside. Very nice.
Yeah, so this is pretty much the same as the last one, except instead of having the daytime plants, we have the nighttime plants. Whoa, except for the Sunshroom, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
no Sunshroom because we don't need it. We have free plants.
Yeah,
Exactly.
conveyors don't get sun plants ever, so.
Yeah.
We're gonna be manipulating the ice room here. We don't see this guy ever.
Yeah.
We got it, and we just have never talked about it because he is not the most useful.
We grab him, never levels seed select him. Sorry, bud. Be more useful next time.
Unfortunately, the literal only plant in this run, we do that too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ice Shroom. But maybe Ice Shroom will be more useful in the final boss.
That's true. He does. He does have his moment to shine.
Yeah.
Yes.
One thing that we're going to be doing in this level in particular is, like Shovel explained earlier, the conveyor manip. We want to save the
I was so
like, shroom
that
instants
night.
for times where they're going to be useful. But if we save too many, then we'll stop getting them. So we want to use them kind of like not off cool them, but we want to make sure that we have space in the conveyor for them, so we can keep getting them pretty regularly.
Yeah, we use a lot of instants in these conveyors to make sure that we keep cycling them. It's great. I love
Yeah, but if we use them too much, then like the craters will become a problem.
Yes, it's
which is
true.
annoying.
So as we've seen, some of our prime Doomshroom spots have already been used here because I haven't gotten enough Gravebusters to really clear that out, but we'll work it out. Also, I counted to wave 9 there. I can count.
Let's go!
So we have about 10 more waves until time is called,
That's
by the way. So count if you can. I hope you can count waves at this point.
Hopefully.
Yes. Have you learned?
Do we know how to count to 9? No
I'm
one
not-
cheered.
No,
Cool.
single
We're
silent.
We are
we're
so
going over.
I think we scared them.
We're
Yeah,
so over.
absolutely. I mean, it
Yeah,
was
let's
a
just think it
rush
out.
being up on that stage.
Yeah,
I mean, it
also
always
using
is.
Hypnos on these
But it so was for
footballs
this.
is a huge, great
I
use
want
of
to
that.
just say, by the way, this was my first ever solo run at GDQ. It was my first mainline solo thing ever. So that was the other reason why I was so hype and so excited. I have been on the GDQ stage as a race with for Peggle Extreme with Helios WX. That was last AGDQ, which was fantastic. But being a solo runner is different. It really does feel like it's your time and you're in the driver's seat and you're making all the choices. And to me, I enjoy that. There's the reason I like streaming is because I like kind of putting on the show. So it was really fun. But obviously having Limey and Claus and Rich there. I could not have asked for a better experience. I could not have asked for a better group of people. It was such a magical time, such a magical night, truly.
Because the footballs have a lot of health, so that gets you a lot of bang for your buck there.
Like, we cleared like 3 50% rolls with this one guy alone. He's going ham.
Yeah, that too. They work for you. Okay, here unfortunately I'm gonna have to use this a little fast because I did not like these guys. Through my defenses. All right, Speff, you want to go for it?
Can do. We had a $100 donation to MSF from Trogdora the Destroyer that says, burninate those zombies. That's been happening the entire time, and Satan's doing an incredible job of it.
Thank you.
We also
More?
had a $25 donation from Teaspoon168 that says, Satan, I am so proud of you for getting PvZ on the GDQ stage. You're an excellent
Glad Steph went
performer,
back and
an
found that
excellent runner,
donation.
and I am having so much fun watching you play and explain the game. Let's, quotation mark, quotation mark,
Disco's on,
finish the
dot,
game.
dot.
Yeah.
Continue, Speff.
Of course. Sam donated $20 to MSF saying, so happy I could see this run for the nostalgia. Thank you to the awesome couch and for the super cool insider commentary. Yeah, shout out for that wonderful commentary.
Yes, indeed. It was so cool to hear from Rich. That was amazing. Time.
That was sudden.
Yeah, that was really
Sorry.
fun.
It was a Doomshroom.
Yeah.
Did it.
The Doomshrooms are fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So,
All right, time for the bit.
I promised y'all a very, very special beat the game.
Well, yeah, so to beat the game, we have to go to pool, right? Because
You
we go
know,
like
you might
pool and then
think that,
fog
Limey.
and then roof and then we finish at roof, right?
Yeah. No,
correction,
that's what the
I
any
don't
percent
think.
run
I don't like
does.
the way you're looking at me.
Don't
Don't
smile.
smoke. Don't smoke like that.
Smile at the camera like that, please.
But in this run, I have a special surprise. I have a special way to get right to Zomboss, and we're going to use a little secret something called menu tech. I'll walk you through it.
It wasn't like in our...
We practiced that
First, you click main menu.
Whoa,
Then,
I've never seen this.
What's
you
this?
switch profiles.
Oh,
Then you click mini games. And then you click Dr. Zomboss's Revenge.
we did it. Final boss.
Isn't that cool? I will pause the game so that production can... Oh, no, they're ready. Time, start, go. Sorry, performance bit. So this is Dr. Zomboss.
Whoops.
But it's Dr. Zomboss's Revenge, which makes it a little different from regular Zomboss, but it does work the same at a core level. Basically, we're going to be damaging...
I was really not sure how well the bit worked. I'm glad to hear hearing the audience laugh at it, because I was not really sure how well the bit worked. I was into it. I thought it was fun. And of course, like, I wouldn't have wanted that to be the only thing, but Dr. Zomboss is also just a really cool and interesting speed tech thing, so I'm glad we were able to show
boss
that
when he comes down to the floor with jalapenos, and we're going to be stalling him with ice shrooms so that we have longer to hit him with these catapult plants and generate more jalapenos to hit him with. Ideally, we'd love a 4-cycle, but 4 cycles are pretty hard to get in this and also require good RNG. It's very RNG dependent, this whole thing. And a lot of jalapenos, okay. So, you know, we'll see if that pans out in due time.
Yeah, this level also has a special version of Manip. So there are a lot of empty pots on this current play space. The more empty pots you have, the more catapults the game will give you, because it wants the pots to be filled up. Pretty basic.
Such a wild niche mechanic.
Yeah, exactly. So that's an interesting thing. Also, jalapenos. The game really likes those right now. Like, really. And Zomboss is going to do a special attack, which, thank goodness, is an ice.
We had a nightmare the other week.
Yeah, during practice.
Oh my god.
It was rough.
Yeah, it really was. Let's hope that does not happen.
Okay, let's get some context for that one. So we were in VC, Limey, Claus, and I doing a practice run before SGDQ, and I accidentally made it such that I had been nipped every row except for one here at Dr. Zomboss's Revenge. So Dr. Zomboss was just placing zombie after zombie after zombie on that row. And that was very difficult. The way you nip is you let mowers go, because I had gotten a really bad hell cycle, which is where Zomboss just puts down a bunch of, you know, random stuff. And then unfortunately I had to let a bunch of mowers go, and then it nipped into one row, which didn't have a mower, because it had been crushed by a previous, like, one of those ball attacks. And then, yeah, it was rough. It was like a 6 cycle, and it took 10 million years. Thank goodness that didn't happen again.
Happen again, it probably will not.
Yeah, look, should I explain what happened, or does it not matter?
No, it doesn't really matter. Buckethead phase, heart.
Glad I made the
thing I
decision
do
not
in
to
chat,
explain
so
it, but
don't worry about
hey,
it if you
y'all
don't
got
get
the
it.
context here.
I would like to use this time for a little bit more donations before we get later into this level.
Oh, wow. Love that over here. We have a $5 donation from him that says, Satan, the
That's so
architect
good.
and the builder. I hope you take action against those individuals whilst fighting at their residence. Good luck and GG's thus far.
Love that
Thank
reference.
you,
my favorite
Hib. That's
donut
amazing. Thank you so much.
And another quick $5 donation from Cell
so
that
fun.
says, Satan, you are so inspiring and kind. It is such an honor to call you a friend
Cell.
and see you jump into all kinds of new opportunities. Less than 3.
Aw, Sel, you're so wonderful. Thank you so much for donating. And I saw you back there. I saw a lot of you back there. Thank you so much for showing up at this late hour, by the way, for Plants vs. Zombies. It is an absolute honor.
Yeah, every time
Proud as
like a
heck.
backhouse donation probably gets read, they're like, oh.
Us.
So I mean, you might be able to see that like on the camera, like up
Yeah.
here.
Ish. Yeah. All right, this next phase, they're going to send some bungee zombies, which we haven't seen before, but they're going to steal our stuff. No! It was only 2 cottage poles in a pod. I think we'll survive.
No.
This is how the nightmare starts.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We're fine. Nothing's happened yet.
Panicking.
They're
so
panicking
anxious
already, and
about
nothing's
this.
even happened.
We do have a panic button on the desk. I'm ready
We
to
do,
use
but
it.
we're
We don't-
not gonna hit
We're
that.
not gonna push it.
Production?
It's fine.
We're not hitting that.
I love giving production mini heart attacks.
I am
No,
literally pointing at production there. I'm pointing to the desk being like, we're good. You do not need to worry about this.
I think if we're gonna like give them mini tower attacks, it's time to do that.
No. Stop it. Limey! Stop it.
Dude, Peter would love this couch.
They're going rogue. They're going rogue.
Peter would.
Anyways,
yeah.
so
You
you'll
threatened to
notice
kick me off
you
your
will
couch so
notice
many
that
times.
I
you will
did.
notice
That was a running joke for the like week or so leading up to GDQ, is that I would threaten to kick Claus off of the couch. Every time it did something that annoyed me. So I think I kicked it off the couch like 20 times or something. Watching this with the guys in my D&D group, and one of them was like, "Oh my god, he really has corns. I love them. They're awesome. They make the look." And I also wear them at GDQs. I wear them not on the stage. I wear them around because I think it's nice for people to be able to find me if they need me or if they want to talk to me. It makes me more recognizable.
This is why.
I am alternating my use of ice shrooms and jalapenos. Why am I doing that? Well, first is to make the most of both, basically, for the time that we've got. The jalapeno does big damage, the ice shroom stalls, yada yada. But the second reason that I'm doing that, okay, going over the 50% mark there, that should help us, is because if you use ice shrooms back to back, they actually have a shorter time, where Zomboss gets, hi bus.
That's like three
gets frozen.
Three melons. What?
I'd be
Yeah,
so
that was a
mad
bad
if I was
bus.
recording a YouTube short right now.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing a
So
little
real.
run recap.
So unfortunately,
I haven't
Zomboss
watched
is
it
going to
back
do
yet.
a phase here where he just spawns a bunch of random zombies that I don't know what they're going to be, and we're just going to see what happens.
Is this like the worst thing, or like
It depends.
can be the worst thing? Like,
Yeah,
ever?
it's hard to tell right now.
These aren't the worst spawns.
No,
I am
they
worried
are
about
not.
the
They could be
explosion.
worse.
Yeah, they could be.
It could
Thankfully,
always be worse.
yeah, thankfully we're
cool.
also on a completed file that has roof cleaners, which are the roof's special
Died,
lawn
but
mowers.
that shop was
Yeah,
red.
if we'd gotten to pool, you would have seen that like in the middle pool section, we don't have anything. So if a zombie
Yeah.
got all the way up, like we would just lose.
Yeah,
And we can
you
buy
do
pool
have to
cleaners.
buy these in
Yeah.
the shop, which
Same
we
here.
haven't. We don't get to see the shop, but
Yeah.
apparently is a real thing. Apparently.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I skipped right to Zomboss because y'all donated for it, so like...
Oh, they
didn't
went to
need
the
to
shop and
worry
bought
about that.
Zomboss. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, I see, I see. We're going to get a 5 cycle here, and that's okay. 5 cycles are more likely than 4 cycles.
Yeah. No, that
and
was
it
so
really
good.
just depends on the RNG you get. Sometimes you literally cannot avoid
Yeah.
5 cycle.
Yeah, there was no
that
way we
it
were
does
gonna
happen at
4 cycle
PvZ
this one.
sometimes. It is a very RNG laden game, so...
Yeah, as much as we try to manipulate everything, it is not possible to manipulate literally everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Unless you're
people
the
just get
pass.
unlucky, unless you're for the pass.
That was not a bad bus. Thank you, Zomboss.
Thank you.
It was fast and free.
Sorry, Colonel Pult, though. Yeah, you're dead.
It's okay.
It's okay. It can
It's
handle
Colonel Pult.
it. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Exactly. Speff, get in those last donations, please.
Absolutely. We have one beautiful donation here, $10
getting
from
tired by the end of this.
Brains. That says brains, brains, brains.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for that gorgeous, beautiful, generous donation.
Keep going, keep going.
Calling back to the Blueprints run from before, actually, just want to shout out here, $135 from Rad Ringtail, who donated, who says donating $5 for every square marked in Blueprints. Thank you for having us. It was so much fun. Thank
go,
you
Big
so
Al.
much. Shout out to all of the runners at SGDQ.
That's
including
right.
Satan.
Huge shout out.
I met him earlier. He's so chill.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
We also had a
Here,
donation
if I
from...
want a 5 cycle, I'm going to have to stall pretty heavily with jalapeno or with ice shrooms and hope to get more jalapenos. Just explaining my general strategy. Speff, go ahead with one more, please.
All right. We had one donation from before for $25 from Astract that just said PvZ with dev comms is very cool.
We know.
And we
Yeah.
all know. Yeah, we're so lucky
We're
that
freaking out.
that happened. Incredible stuff.
I think it's a testament to how hard Satan works to that.
When I
he
hit,
pulled
when I
that.
click this thing more time. Also,
Claus
thank you
trying
guys for
to be
giving me a
sweet.
jalapeno.
Yes.
But
very
I-
kind.
Keep going with that,
Did.
Claus.
Oh, I was just saying, incredible dedication to bring a dev on comms. You can clap louder than that. Come on.
Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go.
Thank you, live audience, for showing up, by the way, at this late hour. Y'all make me so happy. That was Plants vs. Zombies, plus the final boss minigame, Dr. Zomboss's Revenge. As you can see, there's lots of minigames, by the way. Watching all minigames run, they're awesome.
I love gambling.
They're my favorite.
Yes, they are so RNG dependent, but that's awesome.
Can we finish
It's
with
all
the
right.
slot machine? You'll get 5 jackpots, trust me.
Okay, while I
Please.
play Slot Machine, I'll do my outros. Free Slot Machine. This is a minigame literally called Slot Machine. That should give you an idea about how the all minigames speedrun is. So, how about y'all go first?
I know, right? Well, it's not even over. The sweetest part of this run is at the end, so we're gonna watch through it. Claus was so sweet tonight. I love it so much. I love my friends so much. I have really great friends at GDQ. And I mean, I have a wonderful chat. I have so many people in my life who are supporting me, and I'm so grateful for all of them. My family, everybody at the company, amazing stuff. All right, I'm glad that they mentioned doing Slot Machine, because I do think it was funny to do this while we did shoutouts. Yeah, you'll see what happens to this level as it goes.
Yeah, so I'm Limey. Like I said, I've been involved in the community for a very long time. You can find me at twitch.tv/LimeySR, all that good stuff. I don't really want to shout myself out because this is Satan's run. She did phenomenal, but go on.
I've been Shovel Claus. You can find me everywhere, Shovel Claus. This has been years in the making, and I am absolutely honored to be a part of it. PvZ has been an incredible speedrun from the day it started, and there's a lot of very interesting history with this game. The PvZ community is amazing. They keep innovating for a game as deep and technical as this. It is a testament to what you can find when you look in the corners you wouldn't expect. So keep looking in those corners and keep finding weird, cool speedruns. They're out there everywhere, and I absolutely love them. PvZ is what sparked my interest in weird, obscure games. So thank you, Satan, for having me on is the only thing I can say. And thank you, PvZ community, for doing all this and making this game as cool and amazing as it is.
Oh, that's incredible, by the way, Claus. Thank you for that. And thank you, Limey, as well. Oh, it gave us our first sunflower. Thanks, Slot Machine. We would not take this.
So many games.
Yeah, if we have 8, then it's faster to not roll.
All right, I'm going to stop rolling, and maybe we'll die. We'll see. Okay.
This is just like a Peter stream.
don't worry about that. So, yeah, this is Plants vs. Zombies. I had so much fun sharing it with you all. This is an incredible speed game, so much speed tech, and thank you all for showing up. My name is Satan herself, generally. You can find me at Satan herself on Blue Sky and on YouTube, but if you'd like to find me on Twitch, and I would love to see you there, my Twitch name is Satan isn't herself, so I know, confusing. Identity crisis, whatever shall we do?
Get this girl a partner so she can change her username, please.
Yes, please. that would be amazing. Streaming is kind of what I do these days, so I'm on there all the time. When I get back from,
right?
I'm doing a subathon, yeah, that's true. But even more cool, when I get back from SGDQ, I'm going to be attempting the first ever speed run of Plants vs. Zombies blindfolded. No vision.
That scares me.
So if you want to see that, that's where that's going to be happening. I also do all sorts of other stuff. I play this game. I play Peggle, as we talked about earlier. Very, very passionate about speedrunning Peggle. I speedrun Jazzpunk, Children of the Sun. Check out Flame Fatale's schedule. I'm going to be on that as well. And a couple other hotfix things coming up very soon that I can't yet talk about, but yeah, keep your eyes peeled. I also host Creature Corner, which is a GDQ hotfix show every other Wednesday about non-human protagonist games. So anything where it features a non-human protagonist, anything you can think of. It's really cool. Shout outs to everyone I love, all of the people on the back couch, Frame Fatales, I'm gonna die. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Lady Arcaders.
Wrap it up.
Okay. Lady Arcaders, Binary Breakers, my own community. My Twitch chat is incredible. My Discord's incredible. I love you all, and most especially these two. Y'all, just. I'm gonna get sappy while we die.
I don't like that sound while you're being genuine.
Whoa!
Limey and Claus have really kind of come into my life in the last year or so, and I don't talk about this very much, but it's been kind of a tough year, and it's been really amazing to have people, you know, be here for me, and to care about me, and to care about this run and want to do this. Like, both of you asked to be here because you love this game and you also presumably like me.
Well,
maybe.
I'd use stronger language. We love you.
Aw, okay, I love you too. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Sweet.
Thank you so much for showing up for PvZ. I love you all. Thank you for donating to MSF. Yeehaw, bye.
Bring it in. I'm so proud.
Aw.
I don't want to mess up the camera angle, but
That's fair. I get
Air hug.
it. I'm braver. Enjoy GDQ.
Ah, so good. Aw, thank you, Joopy. Yay, Discord recommends. Let's just go back on that. Yeah. So. I just watched it right now, Claus. Literally just watched it.
Yay! And I cannot stress this enough.
I would have been here. Well, you're here now. It's all good. I'll put this up on YouTube also. It's gonna be up on YouTube, the live react. But yeah, also Claus, while you're here, say anything that you want. I've been talking about you the whole time. I mean, you're so sweet at the end. I appreciated that so much. And y'all did such a good job. Claus and Limey killed this couch commentary. Just watching it back, y'all were so funny. You hit on all the notes that I wanted it. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything you want. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just saying if you want to say anything, you should do that. But yeah, y'all did a great job picking up what I was putting down, remembering things that I wanted to remember in the moment, but I was doing the game. Bouncing off of each other. I saw y'all high five several times, do bits with each other, annoy me. It was really good. Yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out as well, and people seem to just love it. So I'm thrilled with the reception. I think it's at 200K now. Oh, almost. It's at 199. We're almost there. Yeah, I explained me threatening to kick off your couch, kick you off the couch. That was a bit for like a week before this run, maybe even longer. But yeah, it's at 200K. Let's go. So we're watching this as it rolled over because I started this at 199. So it rolled over to 200K as we were watching. That's so sick. Yeah, I loved this run. It was so special. Such a special like first time thing for me. First solo run, I think. And I mean, bringing PvZ to the main stage was an honor. I can't believe that it was me who did it. It shouldn't have been me, but like, I'm glad that it was. I'm glad that we had so much fun. It was great. Yeah, the only thing I really regret is not shouting out top runners a little bit more. And maybe not asking Rich a couple more questions, but I think we did a pretty good job of balancing that, to be honest. We had a lot that we needed to juggle between explaining the game, doing bits, donations and spef announcements and all that. So I think it turned out really great. Yeah. Thanks for watching the run with me. I'm glad I watched it back. I hadn't done it since I got home, even though it's been a long time. So yeah. Thank you for that, Pickled Human. Welcome. I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off on YouTube for now. So say hi, YouTube, if you are in the Twitch chat. Thank you for watching if you are on YouTube. And if you'd like to see all the live stuff, including, I guess, React content is a thing I'm doing. I don't know. But probably mostly just speedrunning, and other cool stuff, you can go to Satan Isn't Herself on Twitch, or you can follow me on Blue Sky at Satan Herself. Yeah, thank you for watching. This was a really fun little react. I'm gonna go eat dinner now because it's 10 p.m. my time. Thanks for the bye YouTubes, everybody. Bye YouTube.